where did Grime come from? Who birthed Grime? What song was Grime? Where's the start of it in your mind?
I would give it to Dizzee.
So what is the first Grime song in your mind?
Heartless Crew were chatting lyrics as well, but I remember them being more on an entertainment vibe. I'm the best lyrically in the world.
Wiley joins BBK.
He hasn't got it tatted on his arm like Drake.
Okay, so you got to have the tats.
I kind of felt like I needed to do that. I needed to make my own move,
Yeah.
but represent Bloodline at the same time. We'd all go to the same block or the same area space.
How long's H been out for music?
Probably the only challenge I probably have is man like Twister or
Jesus!
Ludacris or
Luda, Twister.
I welcome it any day.
Let's go again. You, Bossman Birdie, Skepta,
Big H,
JME, Big H,
Paper Pabs.
Paper Pad.
Yeah. That's the Meridian.
That is the. That's
And we had a guy called Lieutenant in there.
Is a Meridian album coming?
I am gonna put 100% effort and all my President T power into making a Meridian album happen. Yes, it's President T, the greatest to have touched down, and you're watching the Shizzio Show. Kill off, kill.
Shizzio bringing it back with the noise. Hoi oi, special MC, I'm back with the joy. Hoi oi, Shizzio bringing it back with the noise. And you bring me love, and you bring me joy. Hoi oi.
Yeah, can we do this? So apologies, think I'm gonna be a nuisance. Way back then was a dead. Okay, we are back, another episode. The sun is still shining and we love to see it. Come on, man. We don't know how long for, but you gotta get it whilst you can. Love to everyone watching. People are starting to subscribe now and not just watch, so we love that. Please, if you can, just press the button. It's free. Help a brother, help you. All them ones there. Real legend in the building. Oh my God, what are we talking? Heritage, almost Godfather-like settings. Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
The greatest to ever touched down.
Oh, there you go. The greatest to ever touch down. Meridian, Bloodline, all of that good stuff. President T is in the building.
Yeah, man.
How are you, sir?
Concrete respect to life.
Thank you so much. Shall we shout out Lauren as well? Lauren is in the building.
Shout out Lauren in the building.
Thank you, sis, for reaching out.
The executive and all that.
Yeah, business and all that. Lauren has got some opinions, so I've told Lauren if she wants to weigh in. Look out for her podcast as well. Grime and football combined. You get me? What's it called, sis?
Grime Ball.
Grime Ball, soon launching. You get me? No excuses, sis. Yeah. President T, how are you first, sir?
I'm fine, living.
Living, alive, good.
Man.
We love to see it. You've come from far. Can we talk about that, or is that private?
Yeah, I've come from the West Midlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you live there now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start there then.
Okay.
Why has a North London legend relocated to...
Well, basically, I decided that I wanted, more for my money in life.
Right.
And more space.
Yeah.
So when I was living in North London, it was just, kind of a cramped environment all the time. So I kind of took time out for myself and I thought, yeah, why not?
And you just picked the Midlands as what, randomly, or was it just...
Well, I had a lot of family up there.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if you know, but I was born in Birmingham.
No, so we're going to get to that.
Same with a lot of other Bloodline members were born in Birmingham as well.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
Mad.
So,
okay.
Originally, our roots are from the Midlands anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah,
So then if someone asks you where you from, are you a Brum guy or are you a Londoner?
North London. Because I was born in Brum, but I grew up as a child throughout all my whole childhood and adulthood in North London. So, yeah.
And just money-wise, you get more for your money in Brum, you were saying. You got
a lot more.
How much are we talking? Like,
we're talking. I've managed to save in the hundreds of bags, basically, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
And your kids are just settled there, and they're good. The missus is up there.
Yeah, children are up there. Kids are in school up there, and they're loving it, to be honest.
And the biggest question is, do the kids have the Birmingham accent, and how do we feel about that as a Londoner?
You know what? It was something that I was expecting.
Yeah.
It's inevitable living up there. You're gonna, catch the accent. So yeah.
Are you like trying to bring them back down to London with your accent? You get me?
Well, when they grow into adults themselves, they'll have the choice to choose of where they want to live in the UK, and accents can always change in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. All right, so born and bred in Birmingham. Born in Birmingham.
Born in Birmingham.
Okay, where in Birmingham?
I was born in Queen Elizabeth Hospital, which is in the Holborn area.
Right.
Because my mum's from the Handsworth area.
Okay.
Of Birmingham. you know, coming back from the Windrush generation and all that as well.
Yeah.
So it goes way back. My gran and granddad landed in the UK from Jamaica in 1957, I believe.
Right.
No, sorry, 1953.
Right.
And on the Windrush.
Yep.
And yeah.
Does your mum ever talk to you what Birmingham was like for her growing up, or did you ever have that conversation?
She's mentioned a few things. It was very, obviously back in them times, it was very segregated.
Right.
So you had the blacks and the Asians in one area.
Right.
And you know, there weren't really much mixing.
Right.
But you know, she was able to make it through life.
Yeah.
Have me and my brothers and look now. So.
And look at us now. We love to. Okay, so when did you move out of Birmingham then?
When I was about 3 years old.
Okay, so do you have any kind of memories of Birmingham?
Slight memories I have were probably reception,
right?
Like nursery reception,
right?
But that's about it, to be honest.
Are you the oldest out of the kids?
The oldest out of my brothers,
okay. Yeah. Okay, so then why the move to then North London?
I haven't got a clue. I think my mum had relatives in Northwest.
Right.
An uncle.
Right.
And she was able to. There was a lot. The opportunities down south were a lot more
Is
wide.
That like employment and stuff?
Yes.
Like that?
A
Okay.
lot more wide. So she was able to make a better life for herself.
Right.
In a part of the country that's thriving more.
What did your parents do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
My mum was a nurse for a short while.
Yep.
And my dad was a well-known old school sound days sound man from Birmingham. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name? Can we?
Well, they called him Mr. Hilton.
Okay.
And he's well known on the old school sound.
Okay.
You know,
is this the sound system like?
The sound system era. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about it myself. But,
right.
He's from that background.
Okay, so you come down to North London for better employment for your mum and dad. Yeah, is that or mum?
Well, they came down to North London.
Right.
For better employment.
Right.
And then.
Cool.
Yeah, things progressed.
Okay, cool. So talk to me about your first memories then in North London.
Probably school.
Where in North as well, sorry.
Right, so we grew up in Tottenham.
Right.
N17.
Right.
But where we lived in N17, it was right on the border of N18.
Right.
Which is Edmonton.
Right.
So we kind of got the best of both worlds, if you
okay.
know, way before any
postcode
sort of feud
rubbish.
or postcode wars, yeah.
So in these times you could move freely.
Yeah, even those postcode wars that even happen today, they've never really affected me or my people.
Right.
Like I can go to any postcode and man can't come up to me and say, "Oh, where you from?" and all that. Yeah.
Right.
So
is that an age thing though? Because you're a grown man now.
I think it's a generation thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because as they say, you know, real bad man can go anywhere, innit? If you know what I mean. Yeah, as they say. But
I used to be a bouncer in Wood Green, right? Yeah. And right at the bus station. Yeah. And my memories of Tottenham and Wood Green, I would see chaos.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous chaos that I can't even talk about. Man coming on bikes and doing the worst in front of me.
Yeah.
And I never really understood what the fuck is happening. Like you lot are 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Do you even know the origin of why this is?
I think it's probably, it's beef that generates from one person having
a fight with them man over there.
A fight with another guy that's from another postcode.
Yeah.
And then they form some sort of postcode war.
Right.
When really and truly, you know, him living in that postcode was not under their jurisdiction.
Right.
It was basically, it weren't their choice.
Yeah.
So their parents probably got housed in that postcode by the local authority, council.
Right.
And they've took it on. Which I think is pathetic, to be honest.
Right.
You know, it's stupid because you could have a relative or a cousin who lives in another postcode.
Absolutely.
And then you go and kill one of his friends, and it's all
childish,
really, and it's not really thought of.
It's true. Yeah. Right, so you can move around freely. Are you moving around freely?
Freely. Anywhere.
So you're fully outside from young?
From young, fully outside.
How young are we talking?
Teens.
Okay.
12, 13. When I got myself into a bit of bother in secondary school where I ended up getting kicked out.
Right, we'll talk about that, just pin that for now.
Yeah.
But, okay, primary school, any kind of memories, happy memories, all good?
Primary school was good.
I'm going through a timeline, by the way,
and
I'm sorry, but because you're here, I love to just...
Fire away.
You get what I'm saying?
Primary school was all good, yeah. I went to a primary school called Wilbury Way.
Right.
And it was in the N18 postcode in North London.
Right. Is that the Edmonton one or the other one? Tottenham or Edmonton?
Well, it's in Upper Edmonton.
Right. Okay. So you got an upper, lower, lower. It's all mad.
Yeah,
right.
it's an upper.
Right.
And that school was great.
Right.
Had great teachers, great staff.
Yeah.
And it was just literally 2 minutes walk from my house.
Right.
As a child.
Happy memories, all good.
Yeah, all good. It was close enough to my aunts who lived on Trafalgar Avenue, which was round the corner in the N17 postcode.
Right.
In Tottenham now. So
Right.
across the border in Tottenham.
Right.
And that was on the back of Meridian Estate.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So.
Right. Okay, cool. That's all good. So secondary now.
Yeah.
What school are you going to?
Alwood School.
Okay, where's that? N what?
N18.
Where's right, okay.
Edmonton.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that on your side? No, that's the opposite side because you're Tottenham.
That's the opposite side.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But,
and how is school for you, secondary school?
School's fine because that school was such a school of merit back then.
Right.
Every parents from all the surrounding boroughs, even parents from sent their kids there from all the way down in Hornsey and places like that
right.
to this school.
Right.
So it was
It
a big
had a
mix.
good reputation.
Yeah, it had a good reputation, yeah.
And are you studying?
Now.
No, then like in secondary school, like are you like studying or are you just going to school? Like is study a serious thing for you?
Learning and developing into where you want to go in life, it was always something that I was keen on.
Right.
But I wasn't sure of where I was going to end up.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
but you're actively learning, like.
Oh yeah.
And are your parents encouraging that education?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my mum would always be let down if the socks weren't being pulled up in the education department.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So if you weren't up to scratch or things weren't right in her eyes, she would make noise about it. To be honest, like any good parent should.
Did you used to get an ass whooping?
Oh yeah, many.
Yeah.
Many.
Right.
Many.
Because anyone Asian or from your background,
Oh, yeah,
it
many.
seems apparent. Back in the day, you got ass whooping.
Many. Some of the my upbringing, I don't regret anything from it.
Right.
And every
Ass whooping was a good one.
every ass whooping was supposed to happen.
Right.
I'm so glad that my mum came down hard on me with certain things because I probably could have ended up in
Right.
a worse situation.
What was the biggest ass whooping you got, and what did you do to deserve it?
Do you know what? I can't even pick one out because they was all
Because
on
there's
par.
so many.
Yeah, there was a lot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but yeah, to be honest, that made me the man that I am today.
I have this discussion with people regularly. Do you think kids should get an ass whooping in 2025?
Well, to be honest, if
If we
if
were
the
allowed
ass
to.
whooping that I was getting back then was out now,
Yeah.
that's a straight jail sentence.
Right.
To be honest.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but do you think kids of these days they need a bit of an ass whooping?
They definitely need this.
Lauren's entered the chat, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
yeah.
Talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the kids are running riot now.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no respect for parents. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
So you need that discipline.
Yes.
Discipline is good.
But it's very hard to, I guess, do that discipline when you've got everything against you. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
schools, the council. It's almost like you can't, like you're scared of doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that.
Or like,
But there
are you out
other
with the belt
ways.
ready?
No, but there is other ways of discipline.
Listen,
what I
nothing works like an ass whooping. You see when that shoe comes off and it's a boomerang. Woo!
I used to get hairbrushed, like,
What do you mean a hair? Okay, hairbrush. Yeah, yeah,
that was bad. But
yeah.
yeah,
But do you think it helped you?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, it's true. It's true. But anyway, let's not get too politics because man will get shut down and that. You get me? You go, okay, cool. So by secondary, you're outside.
Outside.
What type of things you're doing outside?
Well,
What are you seeing? What you doing?
Well, I'm highly involved in sports.
Right.
And I'm very interested. So first it was track and field, and then obviously,
Which is 100 meters.
100 meters, yeah. So both it was track and field, but there was football as well.
Right.
And I took on football in a big way. R.I.P. Dave Byrne. He was my old football coach for Riverside FC
Right.
in Enfield, and he passed away some years ago.
Right,
But
R.I.P..
I remember him always coming down on me. Come on, Anthony.
Right.
Come on, make sure you do it. And yeah, and
So you're doing the football serious.
yeah. So basically, and then I developed from like Sunday league playing football, and then I went back up north for the summer holidays with my aunt,
Right.
and her friend across the road was playing for Tamworth first team,
Right.
which was in the football league.
Right.
So then he took me training for Tamworth, and then I was able to get into the youth team at the time. played a few games with them, harsh, intense training.
But
And that-
Tamworth is up north then. So what are you doing then? You going up and
it
down?
was, well, yeah. Basically, I went up and then,
What, you signed for them or kind?
yeah. And then what happened at the time when I was signed for Tamworth, because I was staying at my nan's,
Right.
she passed away.
Right.
As well.
R.I.P.
You know, yeah, she passed away that summer as well. So then I had to come back to the hood, back to the ghetto in North London, and yeah, it just carried on from there.
So then were you going back up and playing the football?
No, I kind of just it kind of just lost interest.
So did you not want to carry on playing it down here, or was just
I did, but I got involved in other social activities,
such as?
such drinking and smoking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So
At
then
what age is this?
we're talking 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was quite late when it comes to things like that, to be
Right.
honest. You know, some people are smoking from early and all that. I weren't one of those kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
So you're outside drinking and smoking. You doing any other stuff? Is there any badness around you, or you kind of staying away from all of that?
At that time, yeah. At that time. It's only as years went on, you know,
When
man saw the badness. That's what to say.
Right. No, go on. So what type of things are you seeing then? At that young age.
Just, you know, you get introduced to hustling.
Right.
And things like that.
Define hustling. It's a varied word.
Hustling could be a range of things. You could be doing fraud. You could be selling drugs.
Right.
It's one or the other.
Right.
So yeah, I got involved in a bit of hustling.
And which lane was you? The fraud side or the other side?
The latter.
Okay, the latter. Okay. And is that just the peer pressure, like?
No, it wasn't peer pressure at all. It was survival. It
Right.
was obviously.
So are times hard then, money wise?
You know what? Now I can say it in a different way.
Yeah.
It's not that times were hard.
You just wanted more.
I just wanted things quick.
I hear that.
I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to go the proper route that everybody. Well, you should be going the proper route, to be honest. 'Cause
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get no headache.
Right.
And I always knew how to get a job.
Right.
And do things the right way. That's one thing about me. A lot of guys from my end couldn't get a job.
Right.
They had no CV together or nothing like that.
Right.
I knew how to construct a lot of things where it would just get me in the door.
Right.
So,
So where
but
was
I
you
chose
working?
not to. I chose not to go down that road.
Right.
And I chose to do other things to get money real.
So you
early.
weren't working in like usual, like normal work? Like,
No. But then I chose to, seek new
avenues.
directions in life, and I went to university for a bit.
Okay, so let's talk about school. You leave
you
school
go.
with what? You pass your grades, your GCSEs?
Well, yeah, I got my maths and English.
Amazing.
I think I got, and then I went to college. I went to Southgate College, and I done 2 AS levels.
Right.
So I done
In?
I done an AS level in drama,
Come on.
and I done an I think it was English, the other AS level.
Okay, so talk to me about drama. Why the drama route?
Because I always wanted to do something where it was in the entertainment field.
Okay.
As well, you know what I mean?
When I was in school, doing drama, as much as you wanted to do it, you kind of got cussed for doing drama. It was seen as more of a feminine subject. Was there any of that for you, or you was cool just doing drama?
Maybe, you know what, thinking back now, maybe a lot of people, my peers and surroundings, did think that,
Right.
but they wouldn't dare tell me.
Okay, why? Tell me why. Are you fighting? Are you a bad man?
Nah, it's not even.
So what is it
No,
then?
I think it's just down to the aspect of, you know, they knew that it wasn't going to be a smooth avenue with me. If you try and, what's the word for it? If you try and assume
Test you.
I'm a certain type of character,
Right.
misjudging me. So
Right.
that could have ended up in a bad situation. So, you know.
So are you kind of fighting a lot or not? Because it appears you have some type of reputation.
I'm getting into a lot of problems, a lot of heated verbal arguments and things like that, and then things can lead to other things. And then, so yeah, basically, I was getting into quite a few
Okay, cool.
hands-on stuff, to be honest.
All right. AS, do that. You go uni for
Yeah.
what?
I went uni for consumer marketing, HND,
Right. Amazing. Where?
Manchester Metropolitan University.
Okay, so you leave the ends now. You want to leave
Yeah,
the ends.
yeah, I
Is
left
that
the
a
ends for a
conscious
bit.
choice, or is that just the only uni that you?
I've done it because, to be honest,
Did you want to get out the ends?
yeah, I could see myself ending up in the wrong direction,
Right.
ending up in jail or something
So
stupid.
people
like
around you not necessarily doing the right things.
that. Nah, people around me are dropping like flies as well. You know. what I
When you mean dropping like flies?
Like deaths, people getting shot and stabbed, and
Right.
This is way before the so-called
Postcode
knife
thing.
epidemic that we're going through now.
Okay, so you're seeing that firsthand.
Yeah.
Friends passing away.
Friends, associates, and just people getting involved into in the wrong things.
Is this like knife crime?
Gun crime and knife crime.
Okay, and then how is that for you seeing that then firsthand?
It's just.
Does it become normal for you, or is it shocking? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, I was never desensitized to it. Never.
Okay.
But it became unbearable after a while.
Right.
So I needed to get away from from that side of life, and I wanted to go into the up the stairs type of life.
Was there ever a situation where you felt your life was in danger? Genuine danger?
Only days after it had been in danger, if you get what I'm saying.
Right, so you realised afterwards,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah.
that could have been me
Yeah,
or...
But at the time, I was oblivious.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay, fair enough. So you make a conscious choice to get out of there,
Yeah.
which is great.
And I went up to
Manchester.
yeah,
So
Metropolitan
talk to me about
University.
Manchester.
It was all right. I went into the student world. I shared a house with
Student union, all of
two
that.
other guys.
£1 a drink,
Oh yeah, proper.
50p a drink,
Yeah,
hot
yeah, yeah,
noodles.
Yeah. No, I never done that. I lived you can ask anyone that was there. By the way, Chase and Status were in the same uni as me, by the way, as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so make man know that.
Okay, so
And,
are you kind of friends with them? Or
well, yeah, well, I know Sol and I know Nick, and I used to go around to their student house, which weren't too far from mine.
Right.
And I used to go and make tunes and that back way before they were Chasing Status.
Right.
I mean, so they can vouch for it as well.
No, come on. Okay, cool. So you're doing the student life.
Yeah.
Are you actually passing? Are you studying? Or because sometimes the student life is too much, bro. The freedom takes over, bro. Man not have to go to lectures or whatever it is.
Yeah. I never finished it. The course. I got involved, so I went to go to university, and I ended up messing around with the wrong crowd in Manchester.
Is this the first year?
The first year, and
Okay.
yeah, it's mad. I ended up going to prison from there and everything like that. So I was supposed to go into university and come out with a positive outlook, but it ended up a bit of a negative. finish,
Okay,
to
so
be
how
honest.
do you get involved with the wrong crowd? Are you just outside a lot?
It was just me, to be honest. When I think about it now, no one had any influence over me or pushed me to do anything.
Right.
It was all my troublesome way of thinking.
Right. Is that from the North London and growing up?
Yeah,
And
kind of.
You kind of bring in that mentality with you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. And I wasn't the nicest of people, to be honest.
What did you get done for, if you don't mind
I got done for possession with intent to supply.
Right.
And but I was doing a lot of robberies and things like that.
Robberies?
Yeah, but not of innocent civilians.
So,
Other people in the drug world. if you
oh,
know what I
okay.
mean.
So you're getting involved in that, and that's highly dangerous as well, no?
Yeah. I mean, it was just you know. When I think about it now, it was a schoolboy errors that I made.
When you look back, do you even recognise that guy? Do you know what I mean? Because you
Not-
seem very mature now.
Yeah, not really. No, to be honest, not really.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't recognise
No, I don't.
Fair enough. Okay, so what sentence did you get?
For that crime, I got 9 months. How old was I? I got 9 months. I was in.
Is this the first time you got prison?
Yeah, it was 9 months young offenders,
Right.
and then that sentence. Yeah.
Okay, so how is that for you, first time going to a young offenders?
To be honest, it was
How old are you, by the way?
at that time.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
young offenders 18? I thought after 18 there's...
No, I was 18.
It's big man prison. Okay,
18.
depends.
Is it like 21, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
21, yeah. So
Okay.
when you're 21, you go off.
Right, okay, so go on. What was that experience like, first time going?
It was what I expected, to be honest.
Okay.
It was everything I expected.
When you get the sentence, how do you feel? Are you expecting it? Are you shocked? Are you saddened? Are you upset? Are you firm in it?
I was a bit upset,
Right.
but I knew it was coming, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So, you know.
Okay, and the impact on your parents. They've sent their child to go university to better his life, and then they're hit with this news.
To be honest, it wasn't really an impact on my parents because I sent myself to university, if you know what I mean. Even though I had the encouragement from them, it wasn't like they pushed me to go to university.
Right, okay.
You know
But
what I mean?
still, their son's going prison.
Yeah. For something that he done himself as an adult.
Are they like, good, you deserve that? Or are they like, son, how are they kind of?
Well, to be honest, funny that you say that, because when I phoned my mum from the jail, I said, Mum, I'm in jail, you know. She goes,
oh, so you just called her and said, I'm in jail.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't say there's a trial, nothing. You just said,
No.
Mum.
I just told her straight, yeah. And then she goes, what for? So I told her, well, what it's for? And then she goes, oh, well. So, yeah. So, to be honest, that's the reaction that I would rather her have than her feeling
crying.
upset or distraught or anything like that.
Right,
you
that
know.
stern.
Yeah. But, you know, credit to my mum. She knows I can take care of myself.
Okay.
So she weren't really fazed by it,
Right.
to be honest. You know
So
what I mean?
what's happening in prison then? What type of things are you seeing? Is it easy for you? What is it? Are you fighting a lot?
I see a lot of scared little boys.
Right, explain
To
that.
be honest, I see a lot of scared little boys that they feel the need to
Put on a facade.
enact
Right.
like a macho front,
Right.
and
they're not really like that.
yeah, because I had lots of people coming up to me when I went in. Well, I've been in twice. Obviously, one young offenders, one when I was adult.
Right.
They would come up to me and say things like, "Yeah, bro, you're my cousin, and I spoke to Red." So, oh, are you what's his name's cousin? So I'll say, yeah.
But you're not really.
No. I'll say yeah because they mention someone that actually is my cousin.
Right.
And then they say, yeah, you know what? He's my cousin, you know, as well. So that means man's cousins, isn't it?
Right. Is that just affiliation? Is that just people just want to build a network for themselves for safety?
They want to build a safety net for themselves, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
So, you know, 5 out of 10, I'll say, yeah, man's cousins, all right, cool.
All right.
You know what I mean? It's
But
just,
overall in there, it's all right. It's calm. It's not.
yeah, overall, well, back in 2003.
Right.
Which is a lifetime
Right.
away to some people. But yeah, 2003, it was fine.
You're not fighting anyone. You're not getting into madness.
No one really gave me any issues in jail.
Okay.
Like, even some of the staff used to come up to me and go, "Right, you know what? We don't normally have guys like you in here. You know, like humble and just."
Okay, so you're quite quiet and reserved.
Yeah, I ain't.
You're
There
not,
ain't nothing
You're
to.
not bravadoing the.
Nah, because the way I see it, you're locked in a cage for 23, 22 hours a day.
Yeah.
What you could really gonna do?
Right.
If you're gonna live up to anything in jail, it's probably because you're never coming out.
Right.
So you feel the need to play some sort of
Right.
image.
Sure.
There's a big wide world out there.
Sure.
So and if you are carrying on with any sort of antics in jail, making other people's life hell, believe me, it'll come to a day when you'll have to do that same stuff on the outside, and it might not be that easy. So yeah, I always try to stay away from problems and all that.
So your mindset is what? I'm not gonna come back to this place.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never coming back.
I've learnt my lesson.
I've learnt my lesson. I'm never coming back.
Right.
I know all the ways that can get you into jail, and because of that, I'm going to make sure I cover them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You come out and then what? Is uni now off the cards? You kicked out of uni?
Yeah, uni's off the cards, and then that's when I heavily get involved in just attending radio, making tracks, and getting.
Okay,
involved
so you come back to North London?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Came back
cool.
to North London, yeah.
So then kind of musically then, where's your first kind of experience of influence of music then? Because you said your dad was a sound man.
Yeah.
What kind of memories do you have, if I just take you back a bit,
Yeah.
of that kind of music influence?
I remember the sound playing in my house
Right.
when I was a kid. I remember there was a lot of parties and stuff
Right.
when I was a kid as well, like
What, house parties?
shebeens they call them, type of thing. Well,
Shebeens? Okay,
yeah,
I've
so
never-
basically like these underground, for the houses. A lot of my family had houses with cellars and stuff.
Right.
They'll have a party in the cellar, or that cellar would become like a gambling spot.
Right.
Gambling spot. They play dominoes, cards. And
Yeah.
There'd be a bar there and things like that.
Right.
And so for the children of my generation, we got to see a lot of that.
Right.
Nowadays, it's separate children from where the alcohol's going to be,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
yeah.
are smoking and
But
things like that.
in those days-
in those days, it was just
Right.
that's what it was.
And what type of music are you kind of hearing?
So sound music.
Right, could you explain that?
like
for-
a dancehall type of reggae type of
Right.
lovers rock.
Right.
Just to put it in a brainstorm for
Yeah.
you. That's that type of music.
That's your influence. Okay, so then when do you start writing or doing lyrics then? When do you get that kind of buzz for it?
Even though there was the dancehall element of what I grew up around, listening to it in the house, it was only my younger brother, Big H,
right,
who took more of a liking to the dancehall element of things.
Right.
Whereas me and my middle brother, Pabs, we was more on a rap type of
So
vibe.
what type of rap are you listening to?
We're
then?
listening to MTV raps that you had to record on the VHS.
On the VHS.
Yeah, so that was our introduction to rap and things like that. And obviously you got Tupac from back then. You had Scarface, Nas, and a few others.
Yep.
This was slightly before Biggie came out.
So early 90s, shall we say?
Early 90s, yeah.
Okay, and you are recording these raps and watching them?
Yeah, so what I would do is to learn the actual song, I'd write it down, the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then I'll play it in the video again, rap the lyrics to it, learn it completely, and then I know it all then. Yeah. The whole video, of all the videos and all that, so yeah.
Who are your top 3 artists then from that era?
You had Scarface.
Yep.
You had Nas and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
NWA as a whole, to be honest, yeah.
And are there any key songs that were the biggest songs for you in that kind of era? What are the biggest songs for you that was like?
Well, a lot of people from my era, I'm sure they would agree. One of the biggest songs was "Today Was a Good Day."
Ice Cube. Okay.
Yeah. That's the whole element of the beat and the instrumental. It brings back a certain time zone. Yeah. That
Mama cooked the breakfast with no heart. Jesus.
I got my grub on.
Jesus. Finally got it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're writing these raps, you're learning them, and you're just practicing them.
Yeah. And then obviously, I grow older, and then.
So when do you start thinking I'm going to start rapping my own type of thing?
Probably from the age of 14, 13, because when we'd have family events or family gatherings,
right?
Me, my brothers, and my cousins from Birmingham, and my cousins from Manchester, and everyone in the same room,
right?
We would just play the karaoke box thing,
right?
And pass the mic around,
right?
And my brother H,
yeah,
credit to him as well. He was the best out of all of us,
right?
When it comes to rapping,
right? And so, is he rapping his own lyrics, or are you guys just?
Oh no, yeah. So we're just making them up on the spot.
On the spot, okay, freestyling.
Yeah, freestyling.
Okay.
And then, but I only really got serious on it. That was practice.
Yeah.
I only really took it seriously when I started doing garage.
Right.
As I got a bit older.
So the garage scene comes through.
Yeah, the garage scene.
It's different to rap. Mm-hmm. What kind of garage MCs are kind of standing out for you? Like, who's the people that made you take it seriously? Go, right, I need to take this shit seriously. I want to be like that.
On the garage thing.
Like the PSG?
I can be like
something. Creed, PSG era, yeah, that kind of made me want to grab the mic and do what they're doing.
Hosting.
But I didn't want to do exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Because I knew that.
But they were the guys in the race.
Yeah,
they were front house.
Yeah, I always knew that the doors for what everybody really wants to do back then, they weren't really open.
Right, explain that. What do you mean?
Because garage was held back from having lyricists on it from early for a long time.
So it was a lot of hosting, a lot of touching a microphone and that type
hosting
of stuff.
Based.
It wasn't as lyrical.
Yeah, it was hosting based. Hence why I think grime came through, to be honest.
But you're hitting the dances though. You're going out.
Well, it all started
going Eros and all that. You get me?
This is even before Eros was open.
Right.
I'm talking like Rudolph's.
Okay, I don't even know that.
Right.
Then.
So that's
right.
Mad.
Rudolph.
Rudolph's is the club that anyone from Tottenham or North London knows. It's right on the entrance of the Spurs football ground.
Right.
And then obviously further up the Tottenham High Road, you've got Opera House.
Right.
I know three major clubs, if you know what I mean, in North London.
Temple wasn't there at the time?
Temple was Club UN, I think it was.
Okay. I just remember Temple.
Old school, and it had like a tank on top of it and all
that.
Right,
okay.
But, it all started for me on the whole garage thing was when I got a brethren. Big up yourself if you're watching. My brethren Nadeem from the Waymarks.
Right.
When I was young, his mum was working on the door in Rudolph's, or working in there. I'm not sure, at the bar or on the door.
Right.
And that was my first introduction to house and garage music.
Right.
Because the early house and garage set up in the clubs, for those that know, you had to dress smart.
Yes.
You couldn't come in
Right.
You had to come shoes and trousers.
Iceberg, Machino, dress nice, Patrick Cox, don't gas me.
But the crazy thing about it, though,
Jesus.
but the crazy thing about it, when I look back now, I think, wait there, they wanted you to dress like that for this music, yeah.
Yeah.
But the people are dancing, remember?
Yeah.
And garage music, we all know, you have to be quite energetic to.
Yes.
And they were just covered in sweat after. Their shirt had all patches and all that. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. But
if you've got the right off-key mosh, you can hide that. Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's how I first was introduced to the whole garage house and garage
Right.
thing. Because me and him would be the only two our age.
Oh,
that,
because his mum could let you pattern you in.
Yeah, his mum was patting us.
Right.
Patting us into the club.
You love garage music.
I was starting to like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was starting to develop.
There was just a good atmosphere to garage, wasn't it?
Garage was
friendly. People are dancing.
It was
People
seen
don't
as
dance anymore, you know.
It was seen as a girls type. It was seen as garages for girls.
Pretty girls.
Girls dance the garage.
But also,
girls
you're
dance
dressing
garage.
up. You're making a night of it. You dress up. You
Yeah.
go out. You have to make a.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you
mature.
go out.
Now it's a mature thing, you know.
Yeah.
But back then it was I don't know. Garage was seen as it wasn't speed garage. It was casual, smart,
Tina
respect
Moore,
yourself type of garage.
all of that,
yeah,
Rosie
yeah.
Gaines,
Yeah.
Ultra Nate,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get me in my
Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
get.
yeah.
Okay, you're enjoying the vibes.
Yeah,
okay,
enjoying the vibes.
And then you see MCs and you're like, I want to be like that. I want to.
Well, I was all so you know. I know this is everywhere, but
Go on.
before that, I had another friend called Terry Collins,
Right.
And his brother Danny had a set on Call FM,
Right.
And every time I would go around his house after school to play computer games, he would his brother would be practicing his sets
Right.
in his next room. So I
Is
always
this
did
garage
the
sets?
drum and bass,
Right.
jungle. So I always had a thing for the jungle and drum and bass.
So you're
and
practicing
I tried
jungle?
a bit of MCing, yeah. So by the time it got to the garage era, it was like, okay, all you need on this is lots of man MCing. And obviously we was in that era. But to me, that they weren't spraying the whole track.
Right.
It was hosting based.
Fill in the pocket, yeah.
You know, like for prime example, that Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. It's like, you know,
Right,
bro,
yeah.
I want to hear the bars. You know?
Right.
And
Right.
so yeah, when it developed, I started going Rudolph's with my friend Nadim, and then me and him got some Technic 1210s.
The classic Mark IIs
Yeah.
with the coin on the needle.
20.
Don't-
Yeah, 20. I don't think they were Mark IIs though.
But we'll say they're Mark II. Belt driven.
We had a pair of Technic 1210s, and then I bought another. I bought a pair of Cams. You ever heard of Cams?
No, I just remember 1210s being
Cam-
like
Cams,
belt driven.
Cams with some next
Right.
but they were replica.
So you get into DJing.
Yeah, we're playing in sets, and we get our first set at the Cockerel.
So,
Pause.
so are you a DJ now? Are you an MC?
No, basically, I'm just assisting him.
So he's
I'm an
the
MC.
DJ and
I'm
you're
a
the
host MC.
Boom,
Yeah,
I get it.
And so yeah, we get our first set at the Cockerel pub across the road from the Spurs ground.
Right.
And like once a week, and that's how.
Are you a
I
Spurs
first
man,
started.
by the way, or are you Gooner?
Neither.
Oh, I said
Neither.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, positive. Neither of them.
I don't want to. Okay.
But I respect the Tottenham Hotspurs element of it because it's my hometown. And that's it. But where I've got roots in other places, that's
Man,
where my
just
football team goes.
Keeping it, I respect it.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm a Villa boy still.
Oh, what, right, man went all the way back up north. You get me? Oh my God. All right, cool. So you get a residency now at the, what is it, Fox and what?
The Cockerel.
Cockerel, so what's it
Yeah.
called? Okay, cool.
It don't exist now. I think it's Brown Eagle now.
So you're there what, weekly?
Weekly, yeah.
And
Once
it's
a
a
week.
garage set?
Garage set, yeah.
Okay, and you're hosting?
Yeah.
And you're building your stripes from that then, I guess?
Well, I'm trying to build my styles because the turnout wasn't great all the time. I think the first time we done it, there was just two people in there sipping their pints.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
We're trying to hold a set with the lights, the strobe and everything
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, and then obviously the week after it got busier and busier and busier.
And are you kind of writing your own lyrics then, or what do you do? Are you
Yes,
just
I am.
mainly hosting
Yes,
it,
no,
or do you want to get lyrical with
I'm hosting it. I'm writing my own lyrics for certain tracks that I've MC'd over.
Right.
And but I'm not necessarily spraying those lyrics on the set.
Right.
I'm just basically hosting.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Are these fast lyrics or just half time in it? What is your style, or are you still trying to find your style?
To be honest, when I think about it now, it was more of the old school garage style.
Right.
Ladies.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that type of stuff.
Hosting.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then I guess in garage, lyrically, I guess when Heartless are out, for me, they were probably one of the first more lyrical MCs. I don't know if that's the case for you, but
Me personally, we always had semi-wars where I'm from. Like before we actually made it or we got recognised ourselves, we was big fans of, say, Heartless and PAYG.
Yeah, PAYG, Heartless.
time.
But I'm saying the garage MCing seems to evolve into more lyrical.
Yeah, it does.
In the direction of less hosting,
It does.
and it becomes more lyrical. But Heartless tapes, and
Yeah.
they're actually now chatting along a record about whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you then take that on board? Then is that?
Yes, I do actually. I do. We start doing sets, and then that's when it obviously it opens out. So there's other people in the same area.
Right.
Say for prime examples like Skepta,
Yeah.
JME,
So
Bossman Birdie, my cousin. We all have this musical thing in common, and that's when we all link
Right,
up.
we're going to talk about that in a minute. Your name, are you President T at the time?
Yes, President
Yes?
T, yeah.
Where'd that name come from?
I just wanted to come up with a name that was obviously my first name's Anthony.
Right.
And people call me Tony for short as well.
Right.
So, that's the T
Yep.
reason. And I kind of wanted to stand out from the crowd.
Yep.
So, MC Vicious, MC this, MC Venom, MC
Yeah.
Jump the Wall.
Yeah.
I just wanted people to know that, right, when you hear that, you know who it is and you
Sure.
want to be told twice. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Garage MC then. So now in your area, you're saying there's a lot more other MCs, and then you all come together. Is that how does that happen?
The whole MC and other garage is becoming a thing now. It's
Right.
becoming more popular.
Yeah.
So we decide to form a collective.
So do you all know each other then? How does this work?
Yeah.
Then? How does...
We all know each other from Meridian Dan to Skepta to JME to me and my brothers and Bossman Birdie. We all kind of grew up on the same.
What
estate.
area?
We all grew up in the same area. So when we would wake up in the morning, we'd all go to the same block or the same area space and just loiter basically.
Oh, loiter.
Yeah.
And practice, or should you
Practice, practice and find.
So you, Skepta, JME?
Yeah, me, Skepta, JME, Meridian Dan. There was other members that are not there no more.
Right.
So there's no point me even saying their names. But so
When you say they're not there no more, what do you mean?
meaning they've left the area, or
Right, okay.
they don't do MCing, or
Right.
they went mad in the head.
Right.
It could be a range of things, to be honest.
Right. So sorry, let's go again. You, Bossman Birdie,
Birdie.
Skepta,
Big H.
JME, Big H,
Paper Pabs.
Paper Pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Meridian.
That is the. That's
And we had a guy called Lieutenant in there.
Right.
Luke. We had a guy called Lieutenant, and we had.
Okay. So you'd link up and just loiter and do music or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're all kind of doing garage, or you're all kind of practicing garage, or you're just freestyling on the streets. What is it?
Well, I remember me and Skepta saying at the time, it's not garage.
Right.
What we was doing.
Right. So Skepta was saying that.
Yeah, he was saying it from early.
Okay.
To be honest, it's not garage. It's just what we do.
Right.
It's Meridian, and I think a lot of the wider scene now have took that on without paying homage.
Explain that.
Because it's like credit to a lot of the Eastman as well.
Yes.
PAYG especially.
Right.
It left garage a long time ago. From when Maxwell D was I don't care what them say anymore, and material, something like that. That weren't garage.
Right.
It had a bit of a dancehall element to it.
Right.
And I'm sure Wiley would agree as well. It was a new thing that they started.
So are you guys doing garage then or not in that moment? You're not garage MCs. You're just doing something different.
No, we're rapping.
You're
At
rappers.
high tempo.
New sound.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
You're making a new sound.
Right, you're making a
There you
new
go.
sound. You're
Yeah,
rapping at
yeah.
a high tempo.
Yeah.
But
Over garage beats.
over garage
Yeah.
beats.
So we're rapping at a tempo that should probably suit 140
Right.
from back then.
Yeah, but a garage tempo is what?
130.
130. But if you're
around that.
rapping to garage, surely you're keeping in tempo with garage. Do you get what I'm saying? How could you rap out of garage tempo if the tempo is set at 130?
Yeah, so yeah, but no, we're slowing it down for the garage basically.
Oh,
We're-
as in you're slowing the music down
Well, we're
on the decks?
dumbing it down, the lyrics and the pace of it.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Right.
Because when grime was first introduced as grime or
Right.
when it came out, no one can actually pick an exact date and time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So let's get into that then.
Yeah.
innit? You're doing this different thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
different thing,
Which is
yeah.
now, can we call that grime now? If was that different thing grime?
Crossover.
Okay. So
Crossover.
you're not calling it grime.
Nah, you can call it crossover because then grime developed into something else.
Okay.
That was a lot more fast
So
paced.
just in your mind,
Yeah.
where did grime come from? Who birthed grime? What song was grime? Where's the start of it in your mind? And Lauren, I need you as well.
This is hard.
Yeah,
And,
but just in your mind, as someone who was there on the streets with, and I've got a point to bring up, but
I would give it to.
Right.
Now I could be wrong.
no, listen,
I
this
could-
is your
I could be
truth
wrong.
and your journey, so it doesn't.
I could be wrong, but
Right.
I would give it to Dizzee.
You would give it to Dizzee.
Dizzee and Wiley.
Okay.
I
you
have
can't
to
give it to both, bro, because it's a different
Well,
timeline.
Yeah. No. All right. Cool. And
you would give it to Dizzee.
Yeah.
Is this the I Love You?
even before that.
Before that.
Yeah. His whole thing was a whole nother.
Different
you know what I mean?
energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like he opened doors for other subgenres
Right.
of grime.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. As well.
Sis, do you agree with that?
100%.
So you both agree grime was birthed in East London?
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah?
So, you know what? Some people will say to me, being from North London, Prez, how could you say that? Because let's be real. If you was there at the time, I used to travel down to, we had a set on Deja Vu.
Right.
And that was
Is that the Meridian, all of you?
Meridian.
Right.
And all the whole, that's basically the Mount Rushmore of grime crews that were there on that set on
Right.
the Mondays. So
Right.
you had Nasty,
Yeah.
Meridian, Roll Deep, Mucky Wolfpack, The Movement, all of it.
How did you get that set, by the way?
Good question, you know.
Yeah.
Because it weren't easy.
I can imagine,
Basically-
because that Deja Vu, at that time, to get that set,
Yeah.
you got to be the Avengers, innit? You got to come correct.
Yeah, we got that set by, there was other North London crews that turned up to the meeting in Stratford Rex.
So there was a meeting about
There.
who's going to get that set.
There was a meeting of there was over 100 crews applied for it.
Right.
Yeah. All over London, all over the country.
Right.
And obviously the guy that was running things,
Did you have to
was
audition
hard.
for it, or?
no, we just had to turn up to the meeting and explain why. It was like a probation. No, it was like a parole.
Right.
You had parole hearing. You had to
Right.
explain why your crew should go on
Okay.
the radio station.
And then who explained it? then?
Well, basically, what happened is we never got selected straight away. We
Right.
got knocked back,
Right.
and then we waited till everyone went. Me, Meridian, Dan, and Skepta, and we spoke to the guy who runs it. I'm not gonna say his name.
Right.
And we said, "Yo, man, come on, man. We're the best crew in North London, man.
Give us
How
a
can you
shot."
not put us on the thing?" And he goes, "All right, yeah, cool. Mondays, you're with the rest of the crews and blah blah blah. But if you mess up, yeah,
Right.
and then yeah,
Okay. And
that was it.
On these sets, is this garage music then?
No,
Because you're
that's
saying the movements there.
no. So that's
is
grime
like-
now. That's grime.
Okay,
now.
okay. So let me
That's
just
grime
put
now.
a
that's
pin in
grime
that. Okay. So you're saying, from your mind, grime come from East London, and you're giving it to Dizzee.
Initially.
Yeah. Is that what you're
Initially, yes.
Side note:
Yeah.
Kevin Legend
Yeah.
told me
Yeah.
Dice Recordings.
Yes, I know you're going to say, but please say it. Yeah, please say it.
I would say it because
Yeah,
I was
please.
with Kevin yesterday. No, day before.
Yeah.
He said big you up, by the way. He says Skepta DTI is the first grime tune
That was ever put out.
that was ever. I think the story goes, he went to Cameo's shop. What was Cameo's shop? There's a record shop in North London. I'm going to get it wrong. But he's saying it had no name. And they said, call it grimy. And then Kevin and that said, nah, it sounds too corny. Take off the Y. Would you like to pass comment? Because that's giving it to Skepta.
Well, I perceive the question to be who was responsible for introducing grime as a whole.
Okay.
Not who officially released the first grime tune, if you know what I mean.
So what is the first grime song in your mind?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just going to be straight with you.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just put it out there. Okay, so you don't want to pass comment that.
No. I would love to know it. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Because it could be out of
it seems like a mishmash because Bushkin's telling me it was them lot that brought out the grime elements, the MCing over a whole track.
Who?
Bushkin, Heartless Crew. He sat here and said grime came from us because we were doing the riding the rhythms. Our lyrics was that energy. We brought it. We introduced it first.
But then Page You Go did as well.
But Page You Go, Maxwell D's been here and said.
Flimsy, do you know what I mean?
Because I don't know.
I'm from North London and I love Bushkin to bits, you know, and all the North London talented stars. We have made this world spin. I'm not going to take that away from any of you, but Pay As You Go, when I was younger, they were the ones that were really, it was bar for bar.
Right.
Heartless Crew were chatting lyrics as well, but I remember them being more on an entertainment vibe.
Right.
Which there's nothing wrong in that.
Right.
They had like followers. Their fans were just their fans, especially in say the Asian community.
Yeah.
Like they had that on lock.
Yeah.
And they had they had all the universities.
Lock.
They had all the universities.
Heartless were
on
the
lock.
biggest.
Heartless.
Let's have it right.
Yeah.
And in terms of vibes, that word vibes, you couldn't beat them.
But to be truthful, what Pay As You Go were going on with Maxwell D, Wiley and Plague in them.
God's gift.
They was just gift. Major Ace. They was just trying to
It was different.
really turn this thing up to a whole nother level. So
Yeah.
it's like a thing where I remember Major Ace, rest in peace, when he was at a rave once. I can't remember what show it was years ago, and when it was time for his set, he must have went on the mic and he said something like throw your hands in the motherfucking air, put your guns in the motherfucking air. The rave was locked.
Right.
I just thought, rah.
Okay.
That's what it's about. The electrifying entertainment.
Okay.
You know, and
That's
so,
fair
but
play.
yeah, Heartless were cold, but
Okay.
I give it to Pay As You Go for making man think, rah, you know what? You can actually do this, you know.
Okay.
In Britain.
And obviously they had songs out as well, more songs, you get me, Champagne Dance, No We, and I think they just had more commercial records. I know Heartless had the one, but it appeared that Pay As You Go had they became like almost a commercial group, if that makes sense.
And Pay As You Go would
So
also,
solid
and Pay As You Go, to get it right as well, especially for a lot of the youngers now listening,
Yeah.
Pay As You Go would make sure that every once in a while, someone new would come through. Do you know what I mean? Just a new artist,
Right.
or a new voice that you've heard every once in a while. So that kind of gave you the impression or the feeling that, there's space for this.
Right.
I can come in, I can
The
develop,
belief is there.
I can probably bring my ideas over to that side one day.
Okay.
If you know what I mean, for any up and coming artists or people that want to do music.
Okay.
With this UK music scene as a whole and certain genres, they have this gatekeeping flex.
Right.
This gatekeeping, like
Yeah.
drum and bass had it.
Right.
And it kind of seemed that way with Heartless.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, as in like they control.
It seemed like no one else could get a look in. If
But
you
is
know
that
what I mean.
because
in
they-
the show business, whole side of it.
If they got the monopoly, is that just because they're just so good at it?
No, you got to share the thing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay.
because this is the reason why you're gonna come through eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want that person when they eventually come through and they're on top of the scene or on top of the thing. You want them to remember you for. You don't want them to see you in bad light or for you. You know what?
Bushkin also said the clashing element they started, obviously with the clashing. Obviously Grimes took that clashing element.
I won't take. I can't take that away from him for saying that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
Grime was always going to have that in it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
And it's all right saying that you started this and you started that, but starting it's one thing, but keeping it up, upholding it, giving something back to the youth, if you know what I mean. So
fair enough. Yeah. So Grime lands, it's a bit of you, more so than garage, yeah.
Yeah.
And you formed your crew, the Meridian.
Yeah.
The name, by the way, is that just the area you're in?
It's because of the estate that we're on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the estate you're on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you get that set on radio. Yeah.
Through Deja Vu.
Right.
Yeah.
Performing all the time, weekly.
Yeah. Weekly.
Earning stripes, all of you.
Earning stripes. Yeah.
Okay. Writing lyrics every day is competitive. Yeah.
Every other day. Yeah. Every other
And you're just keeping up with it.
day. Them, yeah.
Okay. So when you're on Deja, who are the other crews that are on there?
So you got Nasty Crew, Marky Wolfpack,
Right.
um,
Movement.
Movement, I think it is. Flipping out. TNT.
So are you competing with these crews? Is it like a bet to better yourselves, or are you just staying in your own lane, or are you kind of confident in what you're doing? Because that's like big levels, Nasty Crew, Movement. This is very high lyrical levels. Do you know what I mean?
Healthy competition, basically. That's what it was.
Right.
Healthy competition, and at the same time, trying to perfect our skills as well.
Right.
Trying to enhance our craft.
Yeah.
And I just remember it being a time when it was very exciting. It was very exciting because you had to acquire certain dub plates of certain producers that made certain tunes.
Yeah.
And without those songs, your set wasn't going to be 100%.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And things like that.
And then are you guys going out and doing bookings as well? Or is it just radio based?
At the time, I don't think we had any bookings at all.
Okay.
Just radio based.
And then just talking about your style, because it's different.
Yeah.
Some would say it's unorthodox, perhaps.
Okay.
Are you aware of that firstly, or is that just normal to you?
I'm not aware of that at all.
Okay.
I've only in the last 2 years or so, I've had listened to myself and I look back and I think, I kind of know what people are talking about now.
Okay, so like in like your mind, it's not unorthodox. You're not trying to do that on purpose. That's just your normal style.
That's how I would like to present myself on the track.
Right.
That's how I want to sound. It's how I want to sound. It's not like I'm not. It's nothing that I'm doing on purpose. I'm not trying to purposely
Right.
sound like that. If you know what I
But
mean.
you're aware it's very different. In a good way. You're different. Your lyrics are different. There's different aspects to it. Comedy, serious. Walk in the room, do what I like. I can't explain it, but you know it's present. That you're very distinctively President T.
One of my main things is when I write my lyrics, or I always say to myself, I try and keep it to quite a high level of intelligence.
Right.
Through all lyrics.
Right.
So if you analyse my bars and then you analyse a random average grime MC or
Right.
an artist from the scene, and you try and work out the grammar
Right.
in my lyrics and
Right.
score it on points and then score theirs on grammar,
Right.
there's no comparison.
And are you competing with each other in the crew, in the Meridian? Is that healthy competition, or is that...
Yeah, healthy competition. So years ago, for prime example, probably when Skepta first started MCing, we would all come out in the morning and I would say a bar to him that I wrote last night.
Right.
And then him or Bossman would then look at me and say, oh no, flipping hell, Prez. So that they're kind of saying to themselves, they've got to go away now, go home and write a bar that's better than that, or to match it, or
Right.
And so that was the kind of healthy competition that we had. Yeah,
Right.
So it was good. Yeah.
Okay, so the crew's established on radio. So then, are you making songs? Then what's the next step to take you from radio to else somewhere? Do you know what I mean? Because I guess from then crews are starting to make.
Yeah. Then we started. Then obviously, other entities would show an interest in us, like Sidewinder and
Raves.
A lot of the actual local raves, like you had Palace Pavilion.
Yeah.
And a few of them other
Rex and Stratford Rex.
Rex and Stratford Rex and another one
Right.
in East London. So as Meridian Crew,
Yeah.
but then only certain of us would get that, wider recognition.
Okay.
Only a few of us was getting a wider recognition. At the time, it was just Big H and JME. To be honest,
they were getting more.
They were Big H, JME, and Bossman Birdie. To be honest, they were the three that were
Getting more of a name.
Yeah, they was known on the
wider scale.
On the underground level, on the wider street level as
Okay,
well.
and then how
way
does it-
before me and Skepta was known.
So how does that make you feel as a crew then? Are you happy for that, or is it
Well,
make
yeah,
you wanna...
yeah, because others go and many follow, if you know what I mean. So
And what is it about them that you feel like got them the recognition over, say, you, Skepta? Was it their style? Was it, what do you think? Lyrics?
maybe they were seen to be overly qualified for their age, where it was expected of me and Skepta to be at a certain level, if
Right.
you get what I mean. Because me and Skepta are, 3 years older, if you know
Right.
what I mean. Then
Okay, and then in kind of your mind, are you the best lyrically out of the crew in your mind? Not to bring anyone down.
No. In my mind, I'm the best.
Okay,
I'm the best lyrically in the world.
and do you? I love that. Yeah. And do you think the lyrics are just going over people's heads, perhaps? Or is it? Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to have.
No,
a
I just think at that time there weren't enough outlets for the music itself.
Right.
So grime weren't really that popular.
Right.
People didn't really want to hear it. When it first came out, it was seen as a bit of a noise distraction.
Niche.
Yeah, it was
Right, okay.
its own niche thing that a lot of people probably assumed might die out.
Right.
It's only got a certain amount
Sure.
of years and it's gone, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
but it stayed.
It definitely stays. H JME make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
And then I suppose does Skepta is he next up then to make a name for himself?
I think, yeah, so people then start to shine a spotlight on the Meridian Crew as a whole.
Right.
And then everyone kind of...
Is that more bookings for you guys?
more bookings and more interest as well.
And then kind of money wise, is that hard because there's what 6, 7 of you? I suppose when you split the money.
Not really, because when you would get booked back in them days, they would book you as an individual artist as well. So like if it was an Eskimo dance or something like that,
Right.
there'd be a separate envelope for you as an artist, whether you came with your whole crew or not, if you get what I mean.
But then you've got to break that money down for the rest of them?
No, you get your own envelope.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's looking in mine.
Okay. So you're getting okay, and then what are your standout lyrics then from that era that you feel like was really done in the dance like?
Probably, he's not an MC, he's just a clown. I know a man from a different town that'll come to your town.
Yeah.
And then, the
Yeah.
rest.
Don't take offense to this.
No, of course not.
But you remind me a lot of Bruza as well.
Okay, yeah.
Would you take offense to that?
No.
Because
no.
I can.
I think Bruza's a
Yeah, but
like
I
a
just,
real
obviously,
talented MC.
You are your own man, but I can see a little style. I don't know who was
Yeah,
first.
maybe
I'm not trying to get into that.
No,
but,
what it is,
but that kind of
I can explain that. It's
Go on.
because Bruza hasn't, well, in this scene as a whole, how I've kept it is, I've kept my originality, and this is how I talk normally.
right.
Same with Bruza. How he talks normally is how he portrays himself on the mic.
Sure.
You do get a lot of artists in this field that talk a certain way, and then when they spit on the mic,
It's different.
yeah, it's completely different. So,
Right.
if that works for them, that works for them. But as far as far as Bruza and I'm concerned, I know that we like to keep that original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What you gonna say, Santis? No, you.
Yeah, they both are kind of like you tell a story.
Yeah.
So when you're spitting, obviously, your lyrics,
Yeah.
they both tell a story. Do you see what
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
mean?
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Where
No.
obviously anyone can get on the mic, they say a few lines,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's just like, oh, it's noise because it's on the beat.
Yeah.
But with used to, it's literally like you're
Yeah.
linked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd just say that out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. You get me?
No. Shout out to Bruza as well.
Come on, big up. Okay, so you're out as Meridian. So then, what happens then? Why does Meridian? No, look. Why does it form into something else? Then?
So
Because-
then it goes into. I've explained this, a few times in the past.
Sorry,
but no. But I will say it in your own Shizzio show way. Yeah.
Right.
Meridian Crew. It was once upon a time. Then it broke off into two entities.
right.
BBK, Boy Better Know.
Boy, better know.
And Bloodline.
And Bloodline. Okay. Why the split?
Um,
Because you're out, you're doing shows.
The main reason is because after there was an incident that took place on the estate.
on the Meridian
Yeah,
estate.
on the Meridian estate, where someone, not lost their life, but had an injury
Right.
from a firearm,
Right. A major injury, right?
a major injury. Yeah.
Right.
So there was a lot of police behind it and red tape.
Right.
Anyway, after that incident, a lot of people had to get placed elsewhere while the investigation was taking place.
As in housed elsewhere?
Housed elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, then we never lost contact, but we kind of went in our own directions, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so there's a police incident, and then for the investigation, they move people out.
Well, not the police. Yes.
Okay.
No, yes. For
Right,
the,
okay, I
for the
didn't know this.
investigation, they basically had to move people elsewhere because of what happened. And
So I'm presuming Skepta JME move out then, or someone.
Yeah. So Skepta and JME move out to another area in North London.
Right.
And me and H moved from where we was living in that part of North London to another part of North London.
Right.
So we kind of are still linking up with each other, but
less so.
Less so.
Because you're on the doorstep normally.
Less
you can
so.
just wake up in the morning and you
less
link
so.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's the divide.
Yeah.
So then at what point do you say, right, we're now naming ourselves Boy Better Know and we're called, do you know what I mean? Because that's a discussion to be had. Is there a moment where, do you know what I mean?
No, to be honest, no. I don't. There weren't really a moment. It's more of a spontaneous.
But surely someone would have gone first. Someone would have made the move first. Was Boy Better Know born first, or was Bloodline born?
Well, the reason why we're called Bloodline is because in our side of things, 3 of us are brothers.
Right.
Bloodline. Well, 4 of us are Bloodline. So me, Bossman Birdie, Big H, Pay Pabs, and myself are all the same blood.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So that's why we kind of kept the name Bloodline and called it Bloodline.
Right.
Whereas BBK was something that I believe was formed by Big H and JME.
So,
It was like a slogan of saying that they used to say, "Boy better know,
Right.
boy better know," in Meridian.
so in Meridian, that lyric "Boy Better Know" is come from H and JME.
Yes,
Who said it first in your mind?
H.
H said it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
H said it first.
H said it first.
Yeah. So, but
Then
even
H
so,
is gone.
But even so when it went into 2 halves, JME went with BBK.
Right.
Decided to, build it into a brand, and H and Pabs and me decided to go with Bloodline.
But how would that make H feel that his lyric is now being turned into a brand by someone else?
That is something that's a question I've been asked many a times.
Right.
And all I would say in the nicest way, try and get H up on here and ask him that yourself.
Can you get H up on here? Well, okay, from your conversations with H, who is your younger brother?
Yes.
What would you say? How did that make him feel? That obviously
I don't
his
think he
lyric
had
has
an.
been turned
I
into-
don't think to be real, because they was all in the same camp at one stage.
Yeah.
And they're coming from the same channels in this music game.
Right.
I don't think H was really fazed by it. I don't think he even had an issue with it.
Right.
To be honest, I don't
Right.
think he really had
Okay.
an issue with it. To be honest.
But when you start your separate crews, that would, from someone looking from the outside, think that you guys have a problem. Do you guys have a problem with each other?
I can see now how everyone assumed that.
Obviously, you go separate ways. You're now called that. You're now
there
called
was
that.
an issue. Yeah.
And it's, if you just moved away, that shouldn't. Should that really
No,
be the end of a crew?
There was no issue. There was no problem at all, to be honest. Because if there was a problem, there would be clashing or some sort
Right.
of. It would be made vocal.
Right. So in hindsight, should you have done that? Could you not have just made it work? I mean, you weren't a million miles away from each other, were you?
No.
You weren't in Villa, were you?
No,
do
no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, of
So
course.
do you feel like in hindsight, more effort should have been made by the crew and to keep it as...
Possibly, yeah. I do think that sometimes. Like, I even think to myself, the whole Meridian Dan element of
Right.
things. I think Meridian Dan's a talented artist,
Right.
and I think that by him and H, for prime example, not doing as much music as they should be doing,
Yeah.
I do think to myself, maybe they think to themselves, I could have done more. Or
So do you think it's just a work ethic thing with BBK just had the work ethic? Because talent-wise, it would appear you've all got the talent.
Yeah.
It's now about who can, I suppose, turn this into something bigger.
work ethic has a lot to do with it, yeah.
Right.
And just an individual deciding to not do music right now, that might have a larger effect on him.
Like
than
a
his-
knock-on effect.
A knock-on effect, you know what I mean? So, yeah, possibly, yeah.
So in Meridian, who's kind of in charge or running it? Are you, as the older, trying to run that, or you, like who's turning the wheels of it?
Meridian.
Bloodline, sorry, Bloodline. Yeah, who's turning the cogs of Bloodline?
Well, Paper Pabs was like the CEO of it on paper.
Right.
I was down as co-founder.
Right.
So his responsibility was to obviously turn it into something.
Yeah.
And do the behind the scene logistics of it.
Right.
And you know what? Credit to him, he'd done a great job.
Yeah.
He was good with that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was me, H, and Bossman Birdie. It was our job to supply the music and to make sure that the quality and the standard was coming out.
So Wiley joins BBK, yeah? Correct? Am I right in saying that? Or was he always a part of it? Or when does Wiley...
Yeah, he did for a bit, innit? He did join it for a bit, innit?
Yeah, well, yeah, Wiley was part of BBK.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He hasn't got it tatted on his arm like Drake.
Okay, so you got to have the tats.
Huh?
So you got to have the tats to be...
No.
Okay, so what? Yeah, so Wiley, I thought Wiley started with them. Did they start together, Boy Better Know?
No.
Because Wiley was Roll Deep and Boy Better Know and...
No, he was Roll Deep for a period.
He was everything.
No, he was originally Roll Deep.
Yeah, always been Roll Deep.
First PAYG, then Roll Deep.
Yeah.
Then he did come over to BBK, but I think a lot of people get it a bit twisted.
Right, so
when
untwisted
an artist might loan himself out.
Right.
For a bit.
Loan transfer.
Yeah, for the better of himself and for the crew that is on loan to, if you get what I'm saying.
But I would say Roll Deep were very much established at that point, more so than BBK. So why would Wiley join? I don't know. That's a question for him.
No. That puzzles me.
What would you?
That puzzles me, to be
Do you know
honest.
what I mean? Okay, BBK come out, start bringing out tunes. They seem to do very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys now bringing out songs as well?
At the time, yeah, we are.
Okay.
Actively, yeah.
And are you getting as much traction as you would like? Are you kind of always looking at BBK to see what they're doing?
Not really.
Right.
Where I can speak for myself especially. I've never been focused on
what they were doing.
On watching anyone else.
Right.
I need to concentrate on what I'm doing.
Right.
So that I can provide the best that I can provide for the fans that are into me.
Sure.
If you know what I mean.
And then are you guys not working together with tracks? Or are they just separate now?
I'm doing bits and pieces with BBK over the years.
Yeah,
I've done many
because one of the standout tunes is the one that I remember when Skepta did the song with Creed, Doing It Again, I'm Doing It Again. Bossman Birdie's on there.
Yep.
Yeah. But then
That's Not Me, not too long ago. I'm on that as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump on that. But it's like you are guys that are still.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. 100%. We still, you know what I mean. Still work together.
Yeah.
On music. We're still friends. We're still associates.
Yeah. And then some would say, are you bringing out enough songs? Talk to me about your kind of tracks that you're bringing out.
That I'm bringing out?
Yes. As part of Bloodline.
As part of Bloodline. So when I done Greatest to Ever Touchdown.
Yep.
That album. As a solo artist, but I'm still representing Bloodline in my own perspective.
Right.
Because I kind of felt like I needed to do that. I needed to make my own move.
Yeah.
But represent Bloodline at the same time.
Yeah.
And then after Greatest to Ever Touchdown, I done what album did I do? I done a re-release of Backing on My Face Volume 1.
Right.
And I done the longer-awaited Stranger Returns.
And are you kind of happy with the way it's going? Like, because you just are you handling it all yourself? Does the team help? Are you a one-man band?
Well, back then I was working with a label, an independent label,
right?
And to be honest, it wasn't really going in my favour, to be honest.
In regards to what?
In regards to just they was taking more than they should have.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And it caused the big it caused me to leave them. It caused me to go my separate ways.
Right.
And then after that I done Passing the Bill album.
And was that independent?
Independent, yes.
Okay.
Solely of me, and I done Passing the Bill, and I done there's an album called There's Only One.
Right.
as well.
And kind
Both
of
of them are all available online as well. Yeah.
comparing the independent route to kind of label route, are you happier that it's independent?
Oh yeah, much happier because you've got ownership,
Right.
And there's a sense of control as well that a lot of these labels, or you know what I mean, they like to have over you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, there's no control is in anyone's hands apart from mine.
And then it would appear like you and H, you got more of a cult following. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Like more of a cult. If you know, you know, and if you know, you really know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How is that for you? I guess because in kind of one hand it's amazing, you've got a cult following. On the other hand, it's kind of not as mainstream as you would perhaps, or not as vast. I don't know. How do you weigh it out? Because people that check for you really check for you guys. Do you know what I mean?
There's
like,
pros and the cons with it. It's like
Right.
I was shopping in a mall the other day. I took one of my sons out, and some guy, and I know you get people that come up to you and want to get their phones out, and President T and all this, but this guy, he just got his phone and goes, yo, what on, President T.
Yeah.
I looked at him, and I was that close away from just knocking the phone out of his hand because
Yeah.
I said, yo, allow it, man, allow it, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of
People do that a lot. They feel like they can actually do that with people.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with Big Nasty a lot, and people do that a lot. They don't ask.
Yeah.
They just feel like they have the right to just.
And the cult following thing is,
Yeah.
it's because I think there's a lot of people out there that, you know, when they follow something because they believe in it.
Yes.
So they don't just like the bars.
They love
They
it.
believe in the lifestyle that I'm portraying
Right.
on the mic, whether that's true or not.
Right.
Which I can assure you is 100% true.
Right.
But they actually believe in it, and
Right.
it's my job to uphold that belief,
Right.
if you know what I mean.
And kind of money wise, how are you balancing the two? Are you making enough to portray that lifestyle that you're talking about? Is music the only thing you're doing?
Well, to be honest, one thing I can say is that I'm so glad that I did get involved in music back then, because, like I said, I could have ended up dead or in jail.
Right.
And one thing it has done, it's gave me a life financially that, you know, I can look at my children and actually smile and think to myself, you know what, you're gonna have a better start than I had coming
Right.
up, a much better start, a much better life.
Right.
So yeah, it's been able to fruits of my labour type of thing. I've, you know, every day that I wake up, and I'm always grateful that, you know, I've been able to make something out of my life through a certain talent, whereas I never forget the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of
And then,
people
sorry
do.
to delve deeper,
That's all right.
but where's that money coming from? Is it shows? Is it the sales? Is it PRS? What is it? Is it a collective of all of it?
It combines, really.
Yeah.
It combines. PRS has kind of probably dwindled down over the years.
Yeah.
Because you know you have to have a banging
What was
song
your
out.
biggest PRS check? If you don't mind me asking.
My biggest PRS check?
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk? I just want to say, in the figures,
Allegedly.
5.
5 figures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on one song. To be
What song was that? You don't want to say?
honest. Let me tell you about T on the wing.
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and then do you invest your money wisely? Are you kind of prudent with money? Sorry to get deep.
I've got children, so
How many kids you got?
I invest as much as I can.
How many kids do you have, sir?
I got 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you are prudent with it. Enough to buy your mansion in
It's enough to keep the bills paid, and it's enough to keep me on the track to find my next meal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. And then just to talk about Skepta, That's Not Me.
Yeah.
You're on the remix that's got like 8 million views or something.
Yeah.
Is that just a call from Skepta to just jump on it?
That's Not Me remix. Yeah, that was a call. Yeah, because he wanted to do a remix, and I just got a phone call out of the blue.
Right.
And he said, Prez, write the bar. I need it back by a certain time, or Thursday. I think it was a Tuesday. He said he needs it back on Thursday.
Right.
And I laughed. I said, yeah, no problem. And he was like, nah, Prez, seriously, I need it back, you know. And then he phoned me on Thursday. And I said, bruv, and he goes, see, I knew it, man. You ain't going to have your bar ready, are you? I said, bruv, I'm driving studio right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it was a coincidence. And then I sent him the bar an hour later. And then he was impressed with it, to be honest, yeah. And so yeah, he phoned me back. He was pleased with it, and then that was it.
And then the tune absolutely flies. How is that for you when you just kind of see tunes fly on that level?
To be honest, the tune did fly. It did go crazy, and for everyone on it, I know they felt the effect, because whatever you're doing or whatever you've got going on at that time.
I think that's the first time, like, well, not first, but Socks and JK are on there. That's Brum, like, what's that?
Yeah, so
2014 is that or something like that?
So that done a lot for them as well. That song probably made them,
right?
Whether they want to admit it or not,
right?
Do you know what I mean? And but I remember saying, yeah, man, thanks for the opportunity, because to be honest, I was already made in that respective, in the scene, but that kind of gave me a larger audience, a larger audience at that time for people to hear President T, and then boom, it took off from then. So yeah, you know.
And then just kind of watching Skepta become this superstar. How is that for you? Someone that you obviously grew up with, and he's literally on that scale of superstardom. Do you know what I mean?
It shows. Well, it shows me, and it should show others that anything's possible.
Yeah.
You put your mind to something, and you keep telling yourself something, and you manifest that thought into an action. Anything's possible.
Do you think you should be on more tunes with BBK, or just would you not expect, but would you like? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would like to hear you more. I don't know.
Do you know?
Or do you think it's not their job to kind of?
No. Do you know the crazy thing?
for
It's down to the demand for it, really.
Right.
Because from the fans itself, because it's not even a problem. I could ring Skepta tomorrow, right now, and say, let's do a song. It's not something that there's no red tape around it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want everyone to know that as well. It's just down to the individual and having time, and it can happen at any time.
I guess my next question is, well, then why don't you ring him and do that? And it's not just because he's a superstar, it's because you're both so good. Do you know what I mean? Like the quality of music.
But we could also say, why don't I phone up Drake and do a track with him tomorrow?
Have you got Drake's number?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, but
respectfully, if you call Skepta now, he's.
But like I said,
he's ringing you back or answering.
Like I said, if there's a demand for it.
But of course, there's a demand for it.
I mean, like the
but
fans.
Why would you not?
My job is to supply the fans, the ones that have.
Okay.
Ones that are responsible for me being the President T today,
right,
for whatever they are wanting at the moment.
You don't think fans would want to hear President T with Skepta JME or anything like that?
No.
You don't think so?
No, and I agree.
What?
No.
So, I mean, fans are
what?
fans.
Do you know what?
Are,
First thing, I rate the fact that you would even say that, yeah, and be honest about it. So respect for that. Secondly, I think you're mad. Okay, go on, tell me why.
But you think we're mad because Skepta's here and he's doing Big Smoke and he's doing the thing he's doing now.
Right.
I think personally, Prez's fans is Prez and Big H. That's more of a bigger thing than Prez and Skepta, personally. That's just my opinion.
to my fans.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Whereas Skepta's fans or the niche market that are listening to him and the whole BBK thing, they've got a whole nother outlook on things, aspects of things, to be honest.
Okay, as me as a casual viewer, I'm not a cult fan. I'm not, you know what I mean? I respect the craft and grime and I love it and all. Yeah. That would bring a smile to my face to see that. Look, man, it's good to see it. And just brotherhood as well. Like, look at this, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, this is what I love to see it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So,
I've been doing tracks with JME. I've done a few tracks with JME over the years.
Yeah.
And obviously the last track that I've been on with Skepta was That's Not Me.
And that was 11 years ago, 2014.
Possibly, yeah.
Right.
Possibly, yeah.
Why is it 11 years? Yeah. Do you not think it's time now?
Well, to be honest, I've not. I do think it's time, but me myself, I've not done anything to put a blocker in that path of that happening.
Is this a pride thing? Would you not ring him because he's now Skepta?
No, of course I would. Of course I would ring him. It's nothing to do with pride. No, it's just that I've got certain things going on, and he might not be in that direction right now, if you know what I mean. But same vice versa with him.
But you're talking on speculation. Surely you could just have a conversation. You're brothers. So listen.
Yeah. We've had a conversation, but I've always been a million miles away, and he's always been a million. Like,
Oh, you're talking like the internet.
no,
don't exist. Come on, bro.
No,
You're
I'm
putting
being
barriers up.
100%.
And
No, I'm being 100%.
Go
The
on.
last time I spoke to him, he was in where was it, Paris or somewhere?
you could be in Timbuktu. It don't
There
matter.
you go. So if he's in Paris and I'm all the way in, say, Manchester, you know what I
Brother.
mean? At the end of the
It
day,
ain't nothing.
at the end of the day, we have to at least wait for us to be in the same
You
place
can
at the same
WhatsApp
time.
a file
It
and
doesn't-
say,
yeah.
bro, I'm working on this. I'm working.
But not
on that.
everything happens
Are you
by
procrastinating?
schedule. No, I'm just saying not everything happens by schedule.
No, I facts, but I'm
I mean,
just curious to
Some
see.
things happen spontaneously. You know?
Beautifully said. But it's been 11 years, so now I'm thinking, hold on, it's been 11 years, it's a decade, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been 11 years, 3 kids. I'm not sure how many kids he's got now.
Right.
1 or 2. 2 kids. People live life. And they go
Absolutely.
through things, and you know what I mean. It's just one of those ones.
Are you actively doing music now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now I am. Yes.
So-
I weren't months ago, but now I'm actively. I've got a few bits together. I've switched on my Mac again.
The Macs come on,
Yeah,
that
the
sounds
Macs
come
come
on.
on.
Doom.
Doom.
It's
All the dust.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can we expect with album? What is it?
Well, I'm trying to get the lads together from Bloodline.
Right.
And trying to get, because we've got an old computer, an old tower, tower with
Power Mac.
yeah, an
G5.
old, yeah, the old G5
Old school.
that we've got a lot of stuff on that we didn't
better-
get to get released.
You better copy
So-
that hard drive and back it up ASAP.
So my aim is to get the lads together
Right.
and act as a person of authority.
Okay.
So
Could we not have a Meridian album with everyone on it?
okay, from a spectator point of view,
Yes.
would that be preferred?
Yes.
Okay. No. You know what? No, I respect the honesty. I
100%.
respect the honesty. Boss man, me and him was talking about this a couple of weeks ago as well. Yeah. So,
Yes, it would be preferred.
Yeah, it would
and
be.
And it's the greater good.
That
Was
would be,
there ever an album, a Meridian album?
No.
Right. Legacy purposes.
That would
heritage.
Be, that would be.
How beautiful would that be? You're all on the album, and okay, he's over there. Like I said, you could be in Timbuktu, bro. It doesn't matter anymore. We're in the day of the age, and where you can effectively create this album, leave gaps in verses, send that. Who wants it? It's a WhatsApp group now, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean like JME's got to be in. I'm just.
But you know what though? Yeah, I was talking to someone about this the other week. Yeah, about leaving the gaps in verses. Though.
Right.
Do you think that's
What? It's not a bit of you.
Do you think that's advisable? I've done it
Okay.
many a times.
It's not about advisable, and I
times.
get that. I totally listen. Nothing's better than everyone in the room.
The track don't seem to have enough essence to it when you do that.
I agree and I
can kind of
disagree.
tell when someone sent the actual
Okay.
tune, you know.
I do think perhaps you overthinking it, which I hear you, but it's everyone does it.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
a thing.
I know,
It's
I
been
know.
going on for years, and I'm just saying, if there's gaps, people fill in the gaps. I've done it loads of times. I feel like you're.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, of
Your,
course.
yeah,
No, of course.
Your cup
I know
is
what you're
half
saying.
empty. Mine is half full. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I filled in the
I
gaps.
feel
I
like
filled
you're
in the
putting
gaps.
up some barriers, perhaps that don't need to be there.
No, there's no
And I'm
barriers
just gonna
with me,
put that
no
out there
barriers with
because
me,
a
no.
Meridian album would be amazing. Because me as a consumer, I get to get I get to hear everybody.
Okay.
I get to hear
With everyone
Big
on
H.
it.
Yeah, man.
Meridian Dan, H, JME, Bossman, Skepta, myself. Boom.
Boom. If Wiley wants a verse, give it to him. If Jammer wants a verse, give it to him.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like, do you know what? There was never a movement album. Why the fuck not? Obviously, I'll get into that. But that would have been great for the culture. And I feel like even now, I think for the culture, a Meridian album. So is it happening?
Well, I spoke to a man the other day
Right,
who spoke to another man,
right,
and that was the plan.
right.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
I swear, even before you said, it came to me like that.
Right.
Like, you know what? I was speaking to other day, and he said, Meridian album. And,
Right.
I was like, is it? Okay, that would be a good look. But obviously, that's a bit that we would need to get everyone together. Both parties, both sides of the fence.
There's nothing you can. Do you know what it is? I
Yeah.
think you should just take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
WhatsApp group, Zoom
It's
calls.
H as well. It's H as well.
Of course,
H.
of
he's,
course.
He's quite hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
He's my brother, and I'm just gonna say it on air, you know, don't let no one knock you out your position, H. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Meaning, like, don't let no one trick you out of your position or tell you, you know, anything different apart from come back to music and do what you do best.
Right. How long's H been out for music?
A hot minute, a few years now.
Okay.
A few years.
Is there a reason that you can talk about it?
No, I can speak about it. He's been out of music because whatever he's doing in his life now seems to be paying the way more, if you get what I mean.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
He's doing well.
Yeah, so he's...
Oh, we love to hear it.
Whatever he's doing, I know it's paying the way more than music would at this current moment in time.
But that's why you as a CEO could have the backbone of this album done and have them gaps ready. So like you know your brother better than anyone. You know what he's gonna sound good on.
Yeah.
So you could in theory have those verses and then just go to him and say, right, come with me. I need you for one day. You need to fill out these 4 verses. Do it.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's got to take charge.
No, that's cool. No, that's true. Yeah. I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got my own kids to take care of as well.
Side note, the Big Smoke Festival, was you there?
No, I missed it. I was supposed to be there.
Oh, you was supposed to be
I did get
there.
an invite.
Okay.
I missed it because I had other things.
Because I was about to do that and be like, bro, why are you fucking there, bro?
No. I got a personal invite, but I had other things going on at the time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how is that seeing like they can do festivals like that of this magnitude?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
amazing. And you know what it shows as well? It's like to be in a position in life where you're coming from that background where the whole scene slowly but surely is becoming the people that are running it and controlling it are the people that you grew up with.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's amazing. So
yeah. And then side note is Skepta seems to have started this American UK and versus America thing. How do we feel about that?
Well,
I'm
just
too
gonna
sure
say
about it.
No, I'm just going to say it as blatant as possible. Like I've always aspired to be as good lyrically, and have the cadence and the mic presence of the Americans from when I was young. And I'm sure every UK artist who's into hip hop or any sort of subgenre from that, which is grime now, anything that we rap on. I think that you know everyone has been influenced by the American scene, and I think the whole argument, there is no argument. We're never going to be on the level of the Americans as far as how far they've come, how far they've brought the music to the wider aspect.
But when Skepta's out here issuing challenges, do you think that's hindering the long term of it all? What do you think? Because is it kind of putting a divide in it? Do you know what I mean?
Good question, because I didn't really pay attention to all that when it was going on online.
Right.
I purposely just thought, all right.
Why?
Cool.
Is it because
I just thought, you know, certain man have reasons for what they say online, for what it might lead to, or a position that it might get them into.
Right.
But then when you get lots of other people jumping on the bandwagon, thinking they can go against American rappers, that's when you start clowning yourself.
Are we referring to Big Zoo, Eminem?
A whole bunch.
Have you seen that?
I'm referring to anyone that jumped on that American bandwagon, of going against and clashing Americans. What a lot of people need to remember as well is that Skepta, he's a grime MC, he's a UK rapper, but he's a UK rapper of a certain standard that can actually has the skills to go up against these American rappers.
Right.
Yeah, he's coming from that part of the world.
That cloth, yeah.
Yeah, he's come from that cloth. So, that's one thing. But when you get everyone else jumping on the bandwagon, it's just it's like a gimmick.
What UK artist do you think could test Americans? Prez? Yeah, back yourself.
Well, obviously, I did. I never
Would you want a piece of that?
On my genre, because I do grime, innit? I do.
But there's
grime.
not a lot of Americans, I guess, that do grime.
Well, I do like 140 type of rap.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably the only challenge I probably have is man like Twister or
Jesus!
Ludacris or one of those veterans.
Okay.
But, I don't think.
But do you want that smoke? Luda, Twister?
I welcome it any day.
Way!
Open arms.
So down. Okay.
Yeah. But to be honest, I'm not here to disrespect the craft or who was here prior to me.
Right.
And I get we're living in a culture of a lot of artists nowadays. I don't know. They've got this.
The clout chasing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where they think they're gonna. People are always it's too quick to get a peg over the generation that was there prior to them.
Right.
So it makes them look bigger and better, but really you're just hindering yourself.
All right.
because
So what other rappers in the UK do you think could go against Americans? Who's cut from that cloth?
I'm talking a man like a Carla,
Right. Yeah.
Wretch 32,
Yeah.
Carla, Wretch 32, and I'll put Skepta in there as well.
Yeah.
Who else? Rapper wise. I'm missing someone out. I know I am.
I don't want to
Gets
include
as well. Gets as well. I knew it. Gets as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So that kind of them kind of guys could easily go against any
Okay.
American rappers. But it doesn't mean that they're gonna breeze man with flying colours. They're good enough to go against them.
Right. But they might not come out victorious.
There's a certain a depth of which they spit on lyrics in America and how they it's it takes years to master the craft, and unless you're a rapper's rapper,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to do it.
And then did you hear the actual Joyner Lucas clash with Skepta? Have you actually heard those tracks? Because they've been going back and forward. I think they've done about 2 or 3 each.
To be honest, as far as that clash goes, as 2 individual guys,
Yeah.
it weren't all that. To be honest.
What, from both?
I don't think it was all that. Yeah, I don't think it was all that. I'm not saying Joyner Lucas. I've never heard of him
Right.
until
Yeah.
this came up. I'm just being real.
Yeah.
And Skepta, I just think that he hasn't got to prove or go out of his way to prove to
Right.
a rapper like Joyner Lucas that over here in the UK we're this and that.
Right.
We know what we are.
Right.
So at the end of
So
the
do you
day,
think it's a bit pointless?
no, not from his side of things.
Okay.
He had a point and a reason of why he done it.
I love
Cool.
that. He's back in Skepta. Like,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
so, but, at the end of the day, to the wider audience, it might get perceived that way, but no. It's not pointless.
Speaking on the clashing side of things
Yeah.
in grime, did you ever have any big clashes that kind of stand out in your mind?
The only disagree, well, not clashes, but yeah, something with Trim back in the day.
Right.
And it was like it was when the clashes were being commercialized.
Right.
As in track clashes.
Right.
So you just send for each other.
And then
It was initially started off as something to do with H.
right.
H was always troublemaking back in the day.
Yeah, I hear that.
And then he'd get lots of other people. He'd troublemate with the whole town, and then the town would then not just come back for him; they'd come back for the whole of Bloodline.
Right.
And so yeah,
And then-
when I heard my name, my ego was up there, and it hit the roof.
Right.
And so I just came back, and yeah.
And then just speaking on the clashing, one of the ones that I can remember was H and P Money.
Yeah.
How was that for you when you kind of watching these clashes? Do you want to get involved in it? Do you want to standing on the sidelines? And because there was a whole big stage show thing about it, wasn't it?
All I can say about that is that I think H had his own reasons for cutting it short.
Yes. So
He agreed a certain amount of lyrics and bars and rounds with
Yes.
Jammer prior to this
Right.
for a certain amount of money.
yes.
And so, yeah, he was paid that money. Obviously, the clash got so intensive, it went on more.
Yes.
Now, labour without compensation is charity, right?
Right. Big lyric. Yeah.
And that's what he was
Right.
thinking at the time. And you know what? Now I think about it. Now I think to myself, I was thinking at the time, oh, maybe he done himself an injustice there by the way it looked to the rest of the world.
That was my next question.
H lost the clash and all this, but he probably saw it in a way where, no, enough's enough. Too much money's getting made out of this, yeah.
Right.
And when it all boils down to it, no one wants to be the clown on stage.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but if you're compensated, right?
But in
you're willing to-
hindsight,
yeah.
as it looked,
Yeah.
he's already in the deep end.
Yeah.
Is that did he do the wrong thing? Because it does look on to everyone else that he's losing the clash by
Yeah.
leaving, because you're in the war zone.
Yeah.
So perhaps those things he's thinking
I've
about
got-
should have been thought about
Yeah,
prior,
well-
and not in that moment, because you're in the battle zone now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All eyes are on you guys. To then say I'm not having no more lyrics. You got to pay me.
Yes, of course, but in a boxing match, yeah, once the 12 rounds are done, is there anything that can get another round? Is there anything that, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
yeah, you know,
I like that approach.
there's both ways to see
On
it.
the flip side of that, everything's agreed before the boxing match, before you enter that ring.
Yeah.
So you had your chance to negotiate and all, etc., etc. Perhaps.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Yes, of course. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
So I get your point.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, when you look back at it now,
Yeah.
do you think H should have just carried on and just done what he could have done, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have just carried on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could easily look, well, it can look like he never wanted no more, and he was just bailing out from the clash.
Yeah.
And he ran out of steam. Basically, that's what it looks like. So that's what it could look like to a lot of people. But to
Right.
me, who knows the more of the inside thing, you know, some people would say that he lost.
Right.
And then you get another group of people that say that he won.
Yeah.
And then when you say, why do you think he won? Because the lyrics that he sprayed, it finished it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's like boxing match. If you hit him with a right to the chin, it's going to drop, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might not get back up.
No, I hear you.
But in MCing, obviously, everyone's standing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then can we just touch upon the other members? How are they all? How's Bossman? How is Pabs? How is everyone?
Yeah,
You know,
they're all good.
Yeah,
They're
you
all
speak to
good.
them often?
Yeah. We, you know, we're a family at heart, so we have our ups and downs and our mini fallouts.
Absolutely.
Over the years. We've had big fallouts over the years, but we're all close and we're
Okay.
all solid.
So a Meridian album's coming, basically.
Yes. I'm going out of my way to gather up all the lads, like I said earlier.
A Meridian album, not Bloodline. A Meridian album is happening. It's coming.
Like I said earlier.
Say it now. Say it now. Is a Meridian album
Right.
coming?
I am going to put 100% effort and all my presidency power into making a Meridian album happen, to be honest.
And
It
you've
has
got
to
the
be.
power to make it happen.
Oh yeah, I've got the power. It's just that, you know, if everybody agrees to agree,
Yes.
then, you know.
Something's just come to mind. There is a Meridian documentary
Yes.
that I've seen that's
Okay.
not out.
Oh, right,
Because
yeah.
that guy, what's his name? He showed it to us. Man, the guy that was
Murder Blues?
the guy that was working at the thing. What's his name? Anyway, he said he's made a documentary, Meridian one. It's like an hour long. It's great. I've seen it. I'm like, this is fucking epic.
Oh, Kane.
I don't know.
Name is-
We're going to get his name in a sec. Please dig it up. But there is a Meridian documentary that has not come out.
Okay.
Okay, and I think he was getting problems with something. Now, just for the culture, I'm not trying to, can I help make this happen? Because it's been filmed and done.
Okay.
And it looks good, bro.
Yes.
It's not shit.
Yes, I'm on it, right?
Yeah, must be on
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, of course,
What's his
yeah.
name? Hurry up, man. Dig it up. I've seen the documentary, and I think there was I think he showed it once or something, and I think you guys were there. I'm not sure, but I think he's having trouble with an official release or something.
Channel 4 now.
I don't know what it is, but it exists. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it does. Yeah.
okay.
It does, yeah.
Can we get that out for the people? Because do you know what I'm about as well sometimes? Fuck the long thing, bro. History's got, time's going by so quick,
yeah,
bro.
no,
The
of
year's
course,
almost
100%.
done. Before we know it, everyone's, and I'd love for things like this to just
Yeah.
be out in the
of course,
in the
yeah.
archives,
Yeah.
so someone can research. But can I put you in touch with this? I don't know what's happened with it, but
Put me in touch with this geezer.
can I do that?
Yes, of course you can.
As soon as he digs out his fucking name, come on, man. But of
course you can,
But
yeah.
the thing is, it's been made.
Yeah.
It has been made.
Yes,
So-
it has been made, and I think was there a funding issue or something?
I don't know what it was. I just know he told me he's made it. There was a screening.
Well,
I believe you guys were there.
Whoever's made it, well done.
Yeah, because it was good.
Get it out. Give me my money,
There you go. There.
and it will all go smooth.
How much money you need?
That's why it's not out, because you ain't been talking figures with no one.
See, this is
Think
the
I don't
problem.
know?
Anthony.
Huh?
Anthony.
Anthony. Do you know a guy called Anthony? Surname?
Anthony's my first name.
Alvis. Is it Alvis?
I don't know. No?
Anthony Alvis.
Okay. I am going to...
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to find... I'm going to make sure that happens. Yeah,
of course.
Okay, so Meridian album coming, documentary coming.
Yeah, documentary coming. Album coming. I can vouch for the album more.
Yes.
The documentary, I'm not sure what's going on with that, who's got their hands on it.
And
people, it should be coming. I've heard it was supposed to come out about 6 months ago, but I did hear something about it was going on a bigger platform. Someone was going, some investor was
I think
gonna,
in my mind, the documentary's quite a few years old now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, and H will be on the album. Everyone will be on the album.
Everyone will be on the album.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay, cool. I do this thing where I get AI to ask you questions.
Okay.
So it's not. This is not generated by me.
All right then, mate.
I don't even read them, but AI deals with the matter.
Fire
so
away.
if you don't want to answer them, swerve it.
Cool.
But let's see where we get. You call yourself the greatest to ever touch it. Do you really believe you're above Wiley, Skepta, or Dizzee in grime history?
Yes.
Clean cut answer, you get me? A lot of people say you should have blown up bigger. Do you think the industry blackballed you, or did you block your own blessings?
Neither.
Would you put that down to fate, to destiny? What is it? God's plan?
No, I believe I've had many blessings
Yes.
in this game, to be honest.
Yes.
I'm not. I don't feel like I'm disgruntled or I never got to do that. I never got to do that. From when I made President T, I never thought I would get it this far at all.
Right.
I made it on the strength of it being a hobby.
Right. What's been your highlight as a kind of grime artist? What's been your standout highlight moments when you look back?
I would say when I done Culture Clash back in 2018 or something like that.
Was that the Wiley stage when it was all grime?
It was Eskimo dance stage.
Eskimo dance stage.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
How was that for you?
Oh, it was electric.
Electric.
Yeah, electric vibe. It was just like out of this world. So that was one of the moments. And there's been many other moments, but that's one that comes to my head.
Yeah, sticks to your mind.
honest, yeah.
You've got one of the most unique flows in grime. Do you think today's MCs are lazy and just copy each other? Interesting.
I think there's a lack of originality in grime.
Yeah.
A lot of men haven't got their own style, haven't got their own thing, so they do copy it. A lot of people do copy it.
Do you think grime's dead?
No.
Thoughts on drill? This is just me, by the way.
I love drill.
Yeah?
I love drill. I think drill will just go on for years and years and years and years and years.
Do you think drill is too negative?
I would say that I think drill is a different outlook on grime for people that are down with that tempo and down with this music. They've got another. They want to get heard through a different type of channel, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Genre-wise,
Did Meridian's crew break up, kill Grime's biggest super team before it even reached its peak?
Yes.
Side note for me, German Whip, big tune.
Yes.
Came out from nowhere. How was that to see one of the man them just absolutely like the tune? Had its own energy.
I was on the phone to Dan the other week and I was just saying to him, yo, you know what? That was a time that I'd never forget. Because, there was a lot of spotlight around us. Obviously, he was the one with the big tune. He was the one with the deal. But there was a lot of spotlight around us.
Yes.
As Bloodline and Meridian crew members around that time. And it was just great. It was just great for the culture.
Did you feel like you capitalized enough?
Oh yeah. There was always a show. Because of German Whip was the big tune at the time. Every week, without fail, there was always a show to go to. There was always a show where Dan would say, Prez, come to this show.
And Dan would bring you in.
Oh, 100%.
We loved that.
100%.
And then I would say, with Dan, there seemed to, the follow-ups weren't really there. Is it fair to say that?
He did follow up with some
Or was
tunes.
the song just so big he couldn't
I don't
match
think,
it?
exactly. It was hard to top German Whip.
Yeah.
It was hard to top that song.
So it's like a double-edged sword in kind of one respect.
Yeah, very
now
hard.
it's people negatively might call him a one-hit wonder.
Yes.
And that might be tough to deal with. Obviously, you're not Dan. Do you know what I mean? No. Side note, there was a remix as well with Skepta was on there and all of that.
Yeah.
Where was you on the remix? Well, where was the Bloodline on the remix?
Where was I on the remix?
Why was there no?
I remember at that time I was currently trying to get my career into a higher gear. So
but that would be a perfect segue.
Yeah.
One of the man them has got a tune. It's bust up everywhere.
I wasn't needed at that time, to be honest. I weren't needed.
Are you too polite in that, or like not vocal enough? Because shit goes on. Sometimes you go, listen, bruv, I'm here, you know.
I'm a realist.
I'm here. Don't ask, you don't get.
I'm a realist.
I feel like you don't ask.
What's wrong with this world is that people are offended by people being real and blatant, and like, so you either have to be negatively against someone or the choices they've made, or be over the moon with it. There's no in between. It's like, I just wasn't needed at that time. In the
needed by who? By them?
For the German Whip remix.
Okay.
Because Dan at the time, in all credit to him, he probably assumed that he had Professor Green on it.
No, was Pro Green on there?
Yeah, was it Pro Green? It was.
I can't remember. I just remember.
Pro Green,
I remember Skepta. JME was on the original, innit?
Yeah.
Right.
So it was Pro Green, Skepta, and a few other people. I think it was Bossman Birdie was on it as well. So he was one. Yeah, Bossman Birdie was on it. So
the original.
Yeah.
JME's on the original. That's the other crew. Why aren't you on? You know what I mean? H is on there. Dan, H. So why is no one from Bloodline on there? I'm just asking these devil's advocate questions. By the way,
H is from Bloodline.
That's what I mean. So you got Dan.
Yeah.
H.
Yeah.
I would presume the third verse goes to another Bloodline member. Well, how has it gone to JME over there?
Well, he wanted to...
I'm not shit stirring. Devil's advocate. But don't ask, you let me.
No. This is what I can't speak for another man, but I can only assume.
Right.
With a guess. He's Meridian Dan, right?
Yes.
He's from those channels when we was all together.
Yes.
So he's got a chance to do his tune called German Whip.
Yes.
Big H, obviously, Dan is Bloodline now with Big H.
Yes.
But he doesn't forget where he comes from, Meridian channels. So, and his name's Meridian Dan. So wouldn't it be right to mix up the tune so the song gets as much? Because fan base come from different areas, different patches. You want to cover all areas and all patches. So, you know, that's what he was thinking at the time. Let me cover all areas, and to have JME and H on the tune, like I originally said to you, the original Meridian.
Makes sense. I'm not even trying to diss it. It's a banger.
He was being smart. And
yeah.
I don't think the tune could have been any better if there was anyone else on the tune, to be honest.
What I'm trying to get at is I don't hear you as much as I feel like I should.
Yeah.
You're not, I don't know. It's like I've got to actively check for you. That's what it is. I've hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
If I want Prez T, I've got to search for Prez T. Whereas other songs come my way.
Right.
I feel like Prez T doesn't come my way,
yeah.
which in a great way, cult way, I've got to find Prez T.
Yeah.
But respectfully, life, we get older. If things don't come my way, out of sight is out of mind in a kind of, not arrogant way, but unfortunately that's what life is like. And I just guess I'm getting, not frustrated, but I'd like to hear you more. And I would like for you to come my way more.
No, but you know what? Because you said that, and because I've had some, rethinking recently myself, I'm going to put that into action. I'm going to make sure I'm heard more. But there's a reason why you probably had that thought in the first place. Have you ever been, this is my answer for it.
Go on.
You ever felt like, this is how it feels like. You're queuing up for a shop.
Right.
To buy stuff. Of the shop that you own. Or the shop that you built. That's what it got like for me.
Right.
So I kind of
feel like you haven't been given the right respect.
Yeah, kind of. I'm not chasing no one down. I'm not doing these sets no more with 100 man on it, spraying.
Right.
Because you lot can't seem to work out the difference between real cold bars and intelligent lyrics compared to just gibberish. And
so you feel like you should be.
It's too much clout chase.
You're not playing that game.
Yeah,
You're not jumping them hoops.
I just don't want to be in the race of clout chasers.
Right.
I'm not about that. I don't feel like I've got
prove yourself.
Overly prove myself. And what happens, and this is what's happened with a lot of other artists as well. They must have felt the same way. It's like you're in a game that's constantly evolving. So new people are coming into it. And these new people that come into it, not all of them necessarily know the history or the backstory of
A lot of them
the
don't.
game.
A lot of them don't. I had Rodney P here about hip hop, and people don't give him his flowers.
Yeah, so
it seems to be like a mind thing of.
So they're picking who they want.
Right.
So these individuals from whatever town or from whatever background they're from, they're coming into this game, and they're picking who they want. They're handpicking how they want it, and not what's good for not what's good for the culture. Not what's, you know what I mean? It's,
okay.
They're not picking the best talent. It's not a fair, even playing field out here. It's all about a selection of a choice. Maybe it's got
always been like that, to be fair.
Right, yeah.
But
and
then
I got sick and tired of
doing that.
Yeah, because it turned into a bit of a mugs game. It's like you feel like saying, can't you fucking, excuse my
I swear.
yeah. Can't you see who's really the don out of this blood? In a sense, but then you have to then turn around to yourself, yeah.
But let's not forget on Spotify,
Yeah.
just Thug Life is over 2 million listens.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
But again,
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing he's not putting himself out there, like, look at me, look at me.
but imagine if he, imagine 2 million from a cult following, right? Imagine if he actually tried to push it further. That's what I'm trying to
I tell
say.
him this all the time.
Okay,
Massive.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't have to do that much, and I'm still not, okay, argument's sake, is there President T5 in the booth?
Yeah.
Okay, when was it?
Many years ago.
Right,
Many years ago.
There. Have you done an AG? You've been on AG?
AG recently, yeah.
Okay,
Not too long
love
ago,
that.
not too
Mac
long ago.
10?
Mac 10 Essence.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
there's-
I've done a Mac 10 a while ago. Not his new thing.
The Essence, yeah.
My management are in the process of
We
lining
love
all
that.
that up.
I'm just saying, I'd just like to see you more.
That's
And you are right, but there's arrogance is the wrong word. You're saying you're not doing all that because man is the realist, and I get that. But the way the world goes,
That's why I haven't done it in the past.
but the way the world is so fast, bro, it's like everyone's doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So I haven't got time to look at President T and go, he's so real, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like,
You should fucking know.
do you get me?
I get that.
Anyway, we pivoted off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'd like to just hear him more. It'll be
Yeah.
lovely.
No,
Do you
of
get what
course,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
I
of course,
hear
yeah.
that. But also from a fan as well,
Yeah.
that's just a lazy view of it. Because personally, for me, if I into someone musically, I will search that person.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So that's where there's real fans, like Prezzy's fans, and then there's
Lazy
that
fans.
are, like, that's
But
it.
so then, are you not catering for lazy fans? It would appear
Not
that
really,
you're
no.
not. Okay,
Not
you
really.
don't care about lazy fans.
No, well,
I hear that.
It's a certain type of it's just a certain type of loyalty.
Right.
If you really know music for what you know it for, then you would know that, you know. But you know, everyone's got the right to listen to whoever they want.
Yeah.
Just you know, just don't sell me out.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. Bloodline family had mad potential. Why do you think it never became as big as BBK?
Spending on promotion and marketing.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I think it never was big,
Cool.
to be honest.
Do you feel like Skepta and JME left Meridian man behind when they built Boy Better Know?
Left us behind.
Yeah.
In what form?
I don't know. I'm just AI, bruv. Don't start on me, bruv.
Okay. No.
Okay. There you go. Which grime MCs do you think are overrated but only get loved because of clout?
It's not really my job to say that.
Fair enough. If we're honest, do you think grime is dead or has it just been hijacked by drill and rap?
No, grime's not dead. Rap's always been there.
Yep.
Drill is a wonderful genre.
Yeah.
And the longer it stays about thriving like it is,
Yeah.
the better. I
Yeah.
think the major labels don't really know what to do with it or how to handle it.
Yeah.
And you know, they're the only risk to drill messing up. But so far so good. And you know what? It's just a wonderful thing.
When you see artists like Central Cee taking over America
Yeah.
and becoming that How does that make you feel like someone's, because like Breaking America was the holy grail for a lot of us. We always thought over there.
Yeah.
A lot of people tried it from your Tiny Tempers to whatever. When you see someone like Central Cee who it looks like he's done it. How's
that's absolutely great.
Yeah.
And to see any artist from the UK breaking through to the American doors, it's only going to do more things for the future artists coming out of the UK.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Don't you think that there's been a lot more artists in the past, before Central Cee even came about, that could have easily broke through to the American market? Why is it only now is an artist breaking through, like the way Central has broke through to America?
Right.
That makes me sit back and scratch my head.
So
As
what
an
do you
old school
conclude?
legend in this grime thing, it makes me think back and think, wait there. And I'm sure a lot of many other artists will say that as well, without having, there ain't no, I'm not taking nothing away from Central Cee at all, because, you know, everything he's done is off his own back, and he's put himself to where he is now. But there's so much many other artists in the past prior to Central Cee that should have went clean through to the American market, if you know what I mean. And I don't feel like, maybe that's Skepta's thing, maybe he doesn't feel like we're getting enough respect from across the pond.
Why do you think it is Central Cee now? Timing, marketing, the way he looks,
probably
the way he sounds.
timing, and the way marketing's done now with the crossover. It's like a lot of young American New York artists, especially drill artists, are getting a lot of recognition over here.
Right.
So it's like we're swapping the recognition, if you know what I mean, which is a good thing. Obviously, he had the Drake co-sign.
Yeah.
And that's another great thing, you know.
Are you in the Shutdown video?
No,
Why not?
I wasn't there.
Okay. It's awesome. Was you on stage when Kanye was doing that thing? And the Skepta will come with everyone? These things are just coming to my mind. Do you
Was
remember
I
at the
up on
Mobos?
stage? Nope.
No?
Nope, no.
Would you have gone on stage?
No.
Because there was a backup, there's a lot of
I
backup
wasn't-
dancers.
There was a lot of backup dancers, and I ain't a backup dancer.
Right, so you
Nah,
wouldn't,
trust me, nah,
so you wouldn't have done it?
No, I wouldn't.
Right, curious.
Done it.
Anyway, a lot of fans say you're a cult legend, but not a hit maker. Does that bother you, or do you wear it like a badge?
I beg to differ on that question, because I've had hits.
Yep.
So I am a hit maker.
Yep.
And I'm a cult legend. So.
Come on. What's the one? Hey, listen, don't start on me. You get me?
No, cool.
What's the
I got
one
hits though, B.
What's the one MC you feel you would body in a clash right now? No hesitation. Well,
In a clash.
Ludacris, Twister.
Well, grime, like, or
I guess
MC
so.
wise.
I guess so.
Without giving anyone the spotlight, Ala Uno.
Okay. What's your response to people who say Pres T is? This is quite different. What's your response to people who say President T is too weird and that's why he never went mainstream? I don't get
Too
that.
weird. No, it's cool. It's cool. Elaborate.
I can't because it's not
No,
me that
I
made the
got it,
question.
I got it.
Is that in style? Is that in your flow? Your flow is very different, but I guess that's what makes you you. So stupid question. Is grime too soft now compared to the pirate radio days, or has it just evolved?
It's just evolved. Yeah, it's just evolved.
Do you think record labels ever understood grime, or were they just using the culture to make money? We're almost there, folks.
They never understood it, so they have to make money by all means.
Right.
That's what they're there for. But I don't think they had a deep understanding of grime. As they should really employ someone that's got a deep understanding of grime to deal with anyone that they're taking on
Right.
who does grime. To be honest.
Which MCs have copied your flow but never given you credit?
About 3 or 4, but my name and my slogan's also been used in people's bars.
How does that make you feel? Is that a compliment or is that a liberty?
It's a compliment if it comes with a bit of compensation.
Man wants that peas, bro.
No. But basically, yeah, MCs have used my name and lyrics in bars and stuff like that, and I've seen it as, you know, they pay me homage for it. As
surely.
Well. So yeah, it has been a compliment.
If you could erase one grime MC from history, who would it be and why?
No one, they're all there for a reason.
Do you think UK rap and drill stole grime spotlight, or did grime artists fumble it themselves?
Grime fumbled it.
Fumbled it,
Yeah,
yeah.
they fumbled the bag. Big
How did they
style.
fumble it?
They just unorganized. They just jealousy and greed and like really, what's it for? There's only a handful of us. Why aren't you trying to make this thing? And you know what I mean? It's the same old story in our community of stuff. If you get what I mean. In our community, same old story. It's like one guy will leave the nest to go out and get food for the pack.
Yeah.
He'd come back with quite a lot of food. He'd get a metre away from the nest and then do a U-turn and keep it all for himself. And then come back every once in a blue moon and tell the people, yo, I got this and I got that. But he won't actually share it or put, you know what I mean? And that's what it turned into. So drill had more of the guys that were doing drill, they were more organised with each other and they had more loyalty.
But do you think they learnt from the previous F-ups, if you know what I mean, for them to do that?
Not really, because I can't say that Grime brought them through like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't Grime that brought them through, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough. You've been rapping for decades. Is there an age where an MC should quit, or is Grime timeless?
Maybe there is an age where MC should quit. I'd say about 50.
Yeah? You're saying 50 done. Who's been more toxic
And that's
to
a million
Grime?
miles away from me.
Who's been more toxic to Grime? Wiley's Twitter meltdowns or industry gatekeepers?
Who's been more or toxic to Grime?
Yeah.
Industry gatekeepers. Wiley has not been toxic to Grime in any shape, way or form.
Yeah.
He's only helped it.
Do you think Wiley can make a comeback, or do you think he's been,
Absolutely.
he's been blacklisted
Absolutely.
forever?
Why? See, you know, in all due respect, Wiley's doesn't come underneath Grime's umbrella. He is his own. Grime is part Wiley,
Right.
if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Part
DNA.
of to actually have Grime, there's a certain amount of things that you got to have in that recipe, and Wiley's part of the recipe. Whoever don't understand that, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Fair enough. If tomorrow was your last set ever, who would you want standing beside you, and who would you want to make sure is banned from the room?
If tomorrow was my last set ever
Yeah.
of my most favourite chosen instrumentals, and I could just spray whatever
Yeah, go
I
on.
like. Kano.
Side note, what's the best Grime instrumental?
Of all time.
Yeah.
Boy.
Man, Spunning.
I can't.
Give
I
me your
can't,
top three then.
I can't.
Top three.
You've got a lot. One of them I don't know by name,
Okay.
so I'll give you two. Heat
Right.
by Doughboy, one of my old DJs,
Yeah.
and I'll say Hench remix by JME.
Side note, there's a Mount Rushmore of 5 faces on the thing. What 5 faces are you putting on there from Grime? Basically your top 5.
Myself,
Yeah.
Wiley, Dizzee Rascal, Big H and Skepta.
If Wiley never existed, would Skepta even be here, even be where he is today?
Yes,
You've
he would.
been called your favorite MC's favorite MC. Does it piss you off fans rate you but don't stream you like Stormzy?
No, it doesn't piss me off.
What's the most disrespectful thing another MC has said to you?
Suck your mum.
If you and Dizzee clash tomorrow, who walks away the winner? Whoa.
With me and Rascal clashed on
Yeah.
tomorrow. I would like to say myself, but I'm also a big fan of Dizzee Rascal and always have been. So it could go either way.
Either way.
Smiling as well.
Is Prez T underrated, or have you just been inconsistent over the years?
A bit of both, to be honest.
Quick fire questions and we're done. 1 word answers, yeah? Sis, is there anything that we haven't spoke about Now's your time to tell me, think about it, let me know. Wiley or Dizzee?
Wiley.
Skepta or JME?
Skepta.
Pirate radio or Spotify playlists?
Spotify playlist.
Grime or drill?
Grime.
What was your most legendary set?
Sidewinder, tape pack 2002.
Clash or studio album, what matters more?
Studio album.
Most underrated grime MC?
Nico, More Fire.
Come on, they were here recently as well. Yeah. If you weren't doing grime, what would you be doing?
I would be playing football.
Who's the funniest MC off mic?
Funniest MC off mic? Funky D.
Oh, yeah. What grime DVD was the hardest?
Grime DVD was the hardest. What was it called? Targets one. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
Years ago. Targets one. Target and Danny Weed had one. I can't remember what it's called.
Danny Weed had some rhythms, bro.
Yeah.
North London or East London for grime?
North.
East.
Who do you rate in the new school?
SBK, Duppy, and anyone else that's on their team.
First grime lyric you ever wrote?
First grime lyric I ever wrote. Yeah, I know it.
Go on. Oh, you don't spit. That's a yeah. All right, I'm moving on.
yeah, please.
What's your most slept on bar?
Probably most slept on bar is the Cammy Ridden bar.
Do you think grime is still alive?
Yes.
Which producer do you rate the most?
Good question. Grime now, produce. Target.
This is asking for your grime Mount Rushmore, but I've asked it already, so I'm better than AI. You get me. Yeah. Which MC do you wish you made a tune with? That's a good one.
MC don't we wish I made a tune with MC or rapper.
Yeah.
So rapper. Say K Coke.
Who's the coldest live performer in grime? We're almost there. 5 more questions.
The greatest live performer in grime.
Yes.
Greatest live performer in grime. President T.
What's the biggest mistake you've made in music?
Not fully reading the contract.
What year was grime at its absolute peak?
2008.
Who's the hardest lyricist you've ever heard?
In grime?
Yes, go on.
Okay. Goods.
Yeah, Dirty Goods.
Yeah.
I respect it. Would you ever jump on a drill track?
I have done and I will.
There you go. If grime ended tomorrow, what's your legacy?
What's my legacy?
Yes.
This guy came and burnt this motherfucker down.
Damn. And last question, finish the sentence. President T is the greatest because?
Because I've kept it real from day dot. I'm from North London. I'm from one of the most legendary crews. The culture that I'm from, people only wish they could buy into it. The greatest to ever touch down.
He's from Birmingham, really, folks, but we won't talk about that. President T's been an absolute legend, sir. An honour to meet you, man. You come across as a really nice individual, humble, and I love to see that. Love to your family, sir. Sis, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything you'd like to add? Okay, hold on, sit down, bro. Man's like, I'm done. The Meridian album soon land, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, we out. Peace.
Yeah, out. Can I do one of those things?
Yeah, go on. What things?
You're watching the Shizzio show.
Yeah, we're gonna start, bro. Don't worry, man. Yeah, relax, man. We out. Peace. Yeah. Come on, bro.